Tizo, you see
Yes.
this tall figure with the running, hissing noises of the engines of this transport ship hovering outside the landing bay area. Turns around towards you. Just kind of glares in your direction. Sees you standing there at the open garage doorway that leads into the palace's workshop and cargo receiving area. Do you do anything at this point?
I will yell out to him. You need to let him go.
Or what?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you if you said something. I don't think your mic picked it up.
Or what?
Still didn't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear.
Is this General Hugs?
What did you say?
Or what?
You will regret hurting someone that I've made a promise to.
I'm gonna stop putting my hand over my mouth to make the...
Thank you.
I want to be able to download the voice thing, but it won't let me because I'm a Mac user.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Because I have a really cool idea for what his voice would sound like if I could make it work. I have no intention on hurting this Wookiee.
Then let him go.
I do need to take him in for questioning.
Why?
Information.
That's where we have the issue here. I promised I would set him free. You were stopping me from doing that. So you let him go, or I kill all of you.
That's awfully bold. Seeing that you're alone. He kind of looks around, sees the stormtroopers beside him, and this other woman who appears to be wearing stormtrooper armor with the little the leather shoulder strap over one corner. He kind of looks to the woman, and you see him kind of just give a quick nod, and the woman and the stormtrooper start to just escort the Wookiee up the ramp. And he then turns to face in your direction, and the kind of like cloak that he's just been has been just like draped on his shoulders, Obi-Wan Kenobi style, just kind of falls off of him, and you can see that he's holding an extended hilt lightsaber in his right hand, and it looks like some other silverish black lightsaber hilt in the other.
You asked for it. I don't know if this starts combat or whatever, but I ignite my lightsaber and I'm going to hold my hand out towards the woman that's walking my friend up the dock. And
Okay.
I'm going to
Let's
use the
go
force-powered bind.
let's go ahead and roll initiative, because everybody knows something's
I
about to
figured.
go down. Okay.
Well, so much for RP being a quiet moment.
And what I want everybody else to do is I want everybody else to roll initiative too.
That's fair.
Okay.
Oh no.
What are we rolling? Cool or?
I would like for everybody in the room, in the throne room, you guys are going to roll vigilance.
Cool.
That's fair, because we think we've
I'm
won.
better at that.
You think you've won. You kind of having a peaceful moment. You're not unaware of what is happening around you. But Tizo, you're gonna roll cool because you knew what you were going to do before you did it.
Damn, Beach!
Man,
That's the
so
best
Raven.
initiative roll I've ever seen. Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
Wow.
And
I
a
didn't even
triumph.
use my
Raven.
force powers
And a
on that one.
triumph. So yeah, whoever rolled, yeah, Raven.
The triumph means she senses that Tizo's getting into trouble.
Yeah, my Tizo
Please.
senses are
He's-
tingling. I'm like,
he's
what is he
senses
doing?
tingling, yeah.
I sense a great disturbance in the force,
That
It's
makes
Tizo.
like one
again.
reckless youth crying out.
that makes total sense. Here's this one.
It's too
Oh,
quiet.
the Inquisitor
Oh,
got
boo.
a free
Oh
maneuver.
no!
Free maneuver on his turn too. Look at that.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
so I gotta
no.
roll.
Oh,
two.
that's so Draven.
Damn it! Wow.
Wow.
That's so good. So good.
That's so Draven.
Did we hit episode title within 15 minutes again? That's so Draven.
We might have. Let's
Direct
see.
sequel to That's So Raven.
Gosh, there's something else.
The
that I
dark
want-
side.
Something else I want to be able to do, but I can't do it yet.
What?
It's been driving me
I don't like
crazy
that.
this whole time.
I don't like that.
Oh, you know what? I am gonna roll one more initiative
Oh,
because
no.
I don't know how this is going to pan out, and I'm going to actually roll this on a PC side. I'm gonna roll a PC initiative for Urdu, even though he's technically restrained. I'm gonna
Someone
say-
roll for CAD.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah. If somebody would like to take control of Cad, and
Hang on. Where is he? Oh, there he is.
we'll add him to the initiative order too, so that way we have everything in sequence.
He's vigilant, yeah.
Jim, your comment in chat is
Jim.
so good.
Wow. Wow.
I know I just said something, but
You
I
win.
couldn't help it.
You win, chat. You always
Space
win the chat.
Dad! He's in Space Dad before we even went live.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna change
I
our
want to be a
music.
dad so much.
Let me change. Let's try this music. That's loud. I gotta turn that bad boy down. Unrelenting. Okay, let me go ahead and I think we got everybody on the turn order. I'm gonna go ahead and descending. All right. PC can go first.
Okay,
Well, wait.
so-
Let me double check. Hold on one second. I see some 2-1s that are out of place. There we go. And we got a 1-3 that's ahead of 1-1 should go there. Yep, that looks right now. Okay. Cool. Yep, we've got 4 PCs in a row.
Alright, so as I ignite my lightsaber, I hold out my hand towards the woman that's walking Urdu up the ramp,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use a bind combat check against her.
What?
Ooh.
So, yeah.
Is that a
I
contested?
may spin
based on-
forced.
Okay.
It doesn't say so. It's the user may spin force to immobilize a target within short range until the end of the user's next turn. If the user uses any dark to generate force, the target suffers one wound per point per force spent on the check, ignoring soak.
Okay.
So, so I just need to roll my force, which is 4. All right, and then I need. Forgot how much force I need to do. So I'm gonna add something else a little onto this. All right. So yeah, I just need 2 force to trigger this, so I don't need to use the dark side of the force to do so, so no flipping of anything. I will use 1 extra force to use a control ability, which is spend force to move a target in a direction of 10 feet.
Okay.
I am going to, so basically I just hold her up, she starts to lift off the ground,
Mhm.
and I just throw her off the edge.
Okay. With a horrifying scream, this woman goes flying off of the landing ramp of this shuttle. And you see, like, the blaster she was holding does one of those little cartoon spins and then falls beyond as she just kind of disappears off the edge. The stormtroopers over on the side just, like, look in that direction and then look at each other and look back at you.
I just start to hold my hand up towards them, even though I can't do anything, hopefully to scare them a little bit, you know? So with my maneuver, I will... I forget, can you aim with a melee weapon, or is that only range?
You can aim with a melee weapon, yes.
I will take the aim thing, the aim maneuver then. Or wait,
Maneuver.
Is that a maneuver?
It's a maneuver.
Yeah, it is. Maneuver.
Okay. So yeah, I will take the aim maneuver then. And yeah, that'll be the end of my turn. I will quickly also with my hand up, like, might need some help up here at the landing platform. That's all I'll say. And I end my turn.
Another PC can go, and as you guys are hearing that coming through the comms, you can hear what sounds like footsteps coming down the grand hallway. Sounds like a group of individuals are marching through the grand hallway outside of the throne room.
Okay. Well, since I was already doing this, I'm gonna shoulder the missile launcher
Okay.
and just start moving towards where Tizo told me to go.
Okay. It's gonna take you probably one...
I have a free maneuver, so I will, like, dash this turn.
Honestly, to get to Tizo, it's gonna take about 5 maneuvers to get to where he is now.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay. So I have 1 maneuver plus a free maneuver from my Triumph.
Mm-hmm.
And if I spend 2 strain, can I use another maneuver to move?
I think the rules of this game...
Or is it only 2
It's
per...
only 2 per turn, so...
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine. I will use my 2 maneuvers to start moving in that direction.
Okay, do you want to jump down into the pit and go through that tunnel? Or do you want to go past Dran and run up the steps to where you hear those footsteps coming from to go through the door on the far side into the workshop space? There are 2 different ways.
Basically,
to go.
through here
Yes.
or through here.
Yes, that's correct.
Where's the quickest... Which way did Tizo go? He went down, right?
He went down into the pit, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go follow Tizo.
Okay.
My Tizo senses are tingling.
Your 2 maneuvers will probably get you about halfway through this little tunnel right here.
Alright.
That'll probably be where you would end up. And you got the missile tube?
Yep.
Okay.
I have my disruptor pistol in its holster, and I'm carrying, because I have just enough, because I've discarded my armor, I have just enough encumbrance to hold both.
Okay, so Raven just shoulders this massive missile tube, leaps down into the sand pit, falls down kind of with the weight of the missile tube, falls onto one knee, but then immediately just starts trudging through the sand and down this hallway.
Nope, wrong person.
Yeah, I don't think that... Cat isn't that cool.
No, Cat's not there.
They swapped helmets, yeah.
Awesome. And I believe that will end Raven's turn for this round. Bringing us to... We got 2 more PC slots. Whoever would like to use them. We've got Dran, we've got Yeska, we've also got Cad, and we've got Urdu that are on PC turns.
What would Urdu do?
I was just thinking, like, what would he do?
Let him have that turn.
He might try to kick
Or-
one of those stormtroopers off the.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Yeah, just let her do his thing.
Yeah, give it to Urdu. Give him a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Urdu. All
Yeah.
right.
Give it to him. Give it
Let's
to
see
him.
what, well, he doesn't have any weapons, so he's just going to
Body
use.
check.
He's just going to try to kick.
He is
this-
the weapon.
This
Yeah.
stormtrooper, so it'd be 2 purple dice as difficulty. I'm actually going to give him a boost because now that this is all happening kind of quickly and the lieutenant's been thrown off by the use of the force, the stormtroopers are a little bit not really sure what's going on, so I'm going to add a boost to his attack. And here comes the... It's going to say fist, but it's his kick.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Fist of Doom.
Jesus, let the Wookiee win. Let the Wookiee win.
Let the
Look
Wookiee
at that
win.
roll! Look at that! Look at all
That's-
those successes on proficiency die.
12 points of damage right there. All added
So-
up.
Holy.
So basically,
A
Tizo,
clothesline from hell.
Tizo, as you're getting ready to aim, you're watching carefully. In the background, you just see Urdu's leg just kick this stormtrooper, and this helmet just flies off, and you just hear ah! As this stormtrooper just disappears
Who's retiring tomorrow?
off the ramp. And I think Urdu would actually like just move down the ramp to the next stormtrooper with his maneuver, like getting himself ready to do the same with the other. Okay.
By all means.
I will say that the threat does cost him a point of strain, which unfortunately for Urdu goes to wounds because he does not have a strain threshold. All right, last PC before we have an NPC turn.
Yeska is going to call to the good doctor. Dr. Ran, will you see who is that noise in the hallway?
Sure, it's nothing, right?
I'm sure it's fine. Who could possibly be wrong?
Yeah.
It's just down here. I heard all the commotion.
That sound like stormtrooper helmets.
It actually did. It does sound like stormtrooper helmets.
The people we sent away, maybe.
Yeah,
My
if
gills are-
you remember
Aren't you
right,
also
only a
wearing
moment before you guys entered and blew up the door of the palace, you guys sent a bunch of stormtroopers to the bar on break.
Yeah, we did.
Did I do that?
Did I do that?
Doctor, I'm going to say something I never thought I would say. Do you have any grenades?
Do I have grenades? Having my all my backpacks and my straps. I've got all this.
To be fair, Cad is probably holding mine because I had to give them to him.
I don't think I have any on me.
Cad looks at Yeska
Yeah, I
and
think
he's
Brayden
he's
had
got
one.
4 in his hands. He's like, "Wait, you mean these?"
Cat, can you throw the grenade? Oh, it hurts
And
to
glow
say.
rods.
He looks at you. He's like, "What's your deal with grenades?"
I don't want to talk about it. It's a long story. But grenades are very painful for me.
Okay, well, I'd probably like to hear about it some other time, but you're right. We don't have time for this right now.
Precisely. Go.
So, do you want Cad? You guys want Cad to go first before Dran?
That works. Yeah.
Okay. It'll take him 2 maneuvers to get over to where Dran is. And even where Dran is, he can't really see anything yet. So you don't really have a target.
That's fine. Just give him some strain.
Okay, so he's gonna take 2 maneuvers to get over here to the doorway, and he's
Yeah.
holding these grenades at the ready, I guess, next to Dran.
Yep.
Okay, you got it. So for the first NPC turn, I'm gonna say the first group reveals themselves. Coming around the corner, you see a minion group of 3 stormtroopers that appear in this hallway. I'm gonna add them to the token layer here. There they are. Well, did that one show up? Yeah, I think so. And they are actually going to use their action to fire at Dran.
Uh-oh.
As they come around the corner and Dran was just like staring down the hallway
Yeah.
as Cad just kind of runs up to him. And they're going to fire. So minion
Oh,
group,
yes.
this is at short range. That's 1 purple die, difficulty. Any black setback dice do I need to add to this for armor or anything like that, Dran?
I'm still wearing Stormtrooper armor, right?
Yeah, so it doesn't add any setback. It just gives you
So
more
I don't
soak.
get any, yeah. I just have 2 soak.
Okay. So here comes their blaster rifles. At
Rip.
you. And that's going to hit.
I always do 10. Soak 2, so I'll take a big hit.
And they are going to spend their 3 advantages to score a critical hit against you. Because the critical
Okay,
rating,
Michael.
the critical rating is 3 on their weapon, so they're gonna activate a crit as they come around.
Okay, so I just roll a
guns
crit?
blazing. Yep, roll a crit on your character.
Michael, are these troopers?
Ooh.
What?
Oh,
my
no.
god!
Oh, shoot. Lim permanently lost unless you have a cybernetic awakening. We
Oh,
don't.
no.
We
no.
don't
Never
get the
gonna
money
swim
in that chest,
again.
right? I want my share of that money that we got out of the chest.
Why is it? Do you have a previous crit? Is it? It's times by 10. It has another. Did
I
you
think
have a-
Dran got critted last.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
got. crit
no,
last?
that's weird. No, I wonder why it.
Why did
I
it
didn't
go
have
to
anything in there.
10? Why did it go to 102?
You have an offset by any chance?
My offset's blank, apparently.
Okay.
Does that mean I have a 92? I mean, I like the 102. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it should be 92 because if there's no offset on there, it should not be. If there's no other crit in there, there shouldn't be an offset. It shouldn't
Right?
be over
If you look
100.
at my sheet, I don't. Yeah.
Let me see what 92 says. Yeah, sometimes the.
Yeah.
I mean, 92 is still
Is there
going to be
something-
bad.
Oh, were they? They're not vicious or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a vicious weapon. Yeah, so that shouldn't be it. Hey, thank you so much, Eric, for the subscription. Another 28 months, Eric. Thank you so much, man. We do appreciate
Wow.
it. Yeah, that's a vicious. So, hold on. 92 is at the brink. The target suffers 1 strain each time he performs an action.
Okay.
So every action, not maneuver, action, you have to
As a
suffer.
reaction.
Okay.
You have to suffer 1 point of strain
Okay.
for every action you do, as these blasters make.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you,
So
guys.
you can add it now. I don't know if that was always there, but underneath roll critical, the critical number, if you just type in 92 and then add critical, it will add it to your sheet now too.
Oh, nice.
That's rad. That is awesome. Thanks,
Yeah,
sir.
that's why it said Tizo had that. I removed it, but I was just curious if it worked like that.
That is so cool. Well, that could have been a whole thing of losing an arm, but
Well, you added 82 instead of 92 though. At least on my roll
Yep.
20 it says 82.
oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it
92.
doing? What is it doing? Am I just bad at using? Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Cool. Now we got
That's nice.
that thing out of the way that almost like made my heart drop out of my chest.
That would have been wild.
Which limb?
Hey, Luke Skywalker lost a limb. Still coolest thing ever.
Hey.
You know? Yeah.
And Anakin, and that didn't
Yeah,
harm
okay
him.
with
Yeah.
Yeah, that had no repercussions.
Those
at
guys
all.
weren't great swimmers. Okay, this guy swims.
Yeah.
You need to get a fin. His prosthetic.
Of all
will
of
be a
us,
fin.
this guy swims.
Okay, any other PC can go now that the stormtroopers have acted. Whew. That was an interesting turn of events. Let's not do that again, Dran.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that again, huh?
So we got Yeska and we've got. Actually, I think Yeska's the
Dran
last one to
left.
go, right? Oh, Dran hasn't gone. Yeah.
There's,
Dran has-
there's two
yeah.
PC spots.
Yep. Dran
Yeah.
or Yeska, your choice.
You wanna go first this time? Or?
No, I think it's you. I think something's happening to you. It should be you that goes.
All right. Well, I look, as I take this hit and reel, I look, back and forth between these stormtroopers are firing at me, and I'm out for stormtrooper blood today. But knowing that Tizo's in trouble, it's kind of more important. I'm gonna try to bust out something. I have to. This is one of my old things from before I learned the Force.
Ooh,
Oh.
I have to make an average.
ancient secrets.
Yeah, to make an average leadership check. Let's see if this works. Average. That's gonna be average is what? That's
2 purple.
2 purple.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this. I'm gonna use the light
Alright.
side just because I want this to work. This would be nice if it
is
did.
this considered
Probably-
an action or a maneuver?
This is an action, so I'm gonna take strain for
So,
this.
yeah, you take your point of strain to do it because of your crit.
Okay. Boop. And it fails. Okay, so it doesn't work.
Oh,
So I just cough up some blood, like, and then I'm just going to jump. I'm gonna, I guess, use my maneuver to try to get down where Raven is.
Yeah, you could get down into the pit, but that's all the farther you're gonna get with a maneuver.
Okay. Kind of stumble in, fall down, cough up more blood, and turn.
Okay.
Damn it, Tizo!
All right.
Oh, I'll
Hey, it's not just me.
So I have an NPC turn that I'm going to use to have our Inquisitor friend make his turn. So he rolled a triumph, so has an extra maneuver, free maneuver on his turn. So igniting both lightsabers. This Inquisitor jumps over that hole where there used to be a gun turret. It's now broken beneath, and leaps over and lands kind of directly at Tizo with both of these lightsabers. As an incidental, he can do this thing. You watch Tizo, you were aiming, so you're like getting ready for this and can see him coming. Looks like he takes his thumb just the slightest bit and hits this one switch on the silver lightsaber that he's holding, and both beams are red on these sabers. And the blade on that lightsaber seems to extend a little bit longer as he hits some kind of phase on the saber. And he's kind of bringing them down both. It's just a swinging motion is like coming right down towards you with both lightsabers ignited. Basically what that does is once per encounter, on this attack, he negates any black setback for melee defense.
Oh, okay.
Based on your inability to judge how far this lightsaber can actually reach.
I will take the dodge incidental. So
Okay.
one upgrade for
One
this
upgrade.
individual.
Okay.
And I take a strain point for it.
Okay, one upgrade. I am also going to spend a dark side point to give him an upgrade on his attack roll as he's coming at you. All right, are we ready for this?
I guess.
Uh-oh. I bet I know what the problem is. Let me try this and see if that works.
He whiffs.
Dang it. I'll just have to remember
Having
that.
issues with the dice roller again.
I have a feeling it's because anytime I try to put features in to remember what something has to where I can see it, it never
Yeah.
rolls. Whoa, what is going on? What's it saying that it's doing?
It seems like it's telling you it's like what it would be, not rolling it for some reason.
Okay.
While Michael figures this out, for the viewers at home, what I remember is that I don't know if it's canon anymore, but it was canon originally that Vader had something called a dual phase lightsaber, which would allow it to be lengthened or shortened during combat. And so like he'd be like, like saber to saber with somebody, and he could like shorten it, and then they just kind of whiff through, and then he'd come around and slice them. And that's one of the things that made Vader so scary, is that he was able to, like, in a moment, kind of adjust to anything, in combat to kind of counter his mechanical setbacks that he had.
Okay, I'm gonna just.
Oh, yeah, it's
Derek,
very
why
nice.
are you wearing that?
Because it's my
Because it's a Star Wars day.
Yeah, it's only my
Jinxing
only
yourself.
I
Star
wear
Wars
Star Wars
shirt.
shirts almost every time we play.
Yeah, but
Oh
that's
God.
Okay, I had to do this the old-fashioned way because for some reason it's not working, and I don't know why. Because I had
Weird.
everything
I don't
set
like that.
correctly.
I don't like that at
Um,
all.
So it is a hit with a success, meaning that that is 8 damage that is not soakable because it's
Non-soakable.
lightsaber. But if you have
Oh.
parry or an ability that you can use,
Right. I do. I will use my parry. Unfortunately, it is not as good as Yeska's parry, but I will use parry. So I will take 3 strain, and it reduces the damage by 2.
okay.
So yeah.
Now, if I remember right, since he's dual wielding, what were the rules on dual wielding? I think he can spend advantage as almost like he was linked.
I think
You have
it's
to, like,
something like that. Yeah.
Your initial attack is harder. You have to upgrade the difficulty, but then if you still hit, you can
Oh,
treat it
that's
linked. Or
right.
is that or
I should have upgraded his attack once, because he's doing both lightsabers. That's right. Let me double check.
If I'm looking at stuff right, it's dual wielding stuff should be under Edge of the Empire books, page 210.
10. It'll probably be about the same spot in this book. Most of the standard
Thank you, Reddit.
rules are the same.
yeah?
Actions. Where's dual wielding
Sounds
at?
like-
I know it's in here because I read it.
Should be under 2-weapon combat.
Conflict and combat. Here we go. Incidentals, guarded stance, aim, and direct. Types of action. Two-weapon combat. Yeah. To make an attack, the player confirms a combined check. First player designates one weapon as a primary weapon. Make a big check. The character attacks with this weapon. Determines the skills the characteristic. Target. Yeah, it's kind of complicated rules when it comes to dual wielding for some reason. The dice rolls check. The player compares the skills we use in the intake itself and compare the characteristics. The weapon itself. He then takes the skill that has the lower ranks in. And the character that has the lower ranks, yeah, it'd be the same for both since it's the same, basically same base weapon. Compares the difficulty of the two combat checks. Yeah, they'd be the same because it's both a melee. Selects a check at higher difficulty. He then increases the difficulty by 1 if the two
If they're the
skills
same.
are the same. That's right. Yeah, so I'm going to redo that check. So if you want to add those wounds back, Tizo, I'm going to redo that because it says to increase the difficulty by 1, so that means I add a purple die to this.
Okay.
And I'll roll it again. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wow.
That's so much worse, Michael.
Wow.
That's fine.
Now the good news is I didn't roll enough advantages to trigger anything
Crit, no.
anything else.
So how much damage is that?
So that is 12 damage.
Well, I'm unconscious even if I parry.
You fall?
Yep.
Okay.
What happens if you go like super negative? Like what?
No, I mean, you're just unconscious right now.
Okay.
You do
Gotcha.
automatically.
So I'm 19 of 15.
Okay, you do automatically suffer a critical hit though because you fall unconscious due to a lightsaber hit.
Ugh.
As he
And here we
jumps
go.
through.
Ugh.
Agonizing wound.
Okay, well, I mean, that doesn't really matter.
Okay. As Tizo
Because
falls
you can't make
unconscious-
checks when you're dead.
Tizo falls, his lightsaber hits the ground next to him. And the figure just stands over top, crossing lightsabers kind of in front of him, the two red beams, as the smaller lightsaber seems to just go back into its normal. Basically, it only lasts for that attack, and then it returns back to its normal self as he slashes across you and you fall to the ground. And that is the end of his turn, bringing us to the final PC.
Don't do it, Derek. Don't.
I'm not dead. We're fine.
It's all dead.
Just checking.
All right. Yeska's turn. I see all. I can hear that Tizo's in trouble, and I know that my other two friends are going to go help him. This is kind of like Yeska's "Fly You Fools" moment, and so Yeska is going to
Oh no.
strain maneuver up here.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
and
you can
shouting
see,
out,
Yeah, you
go
can see the.
help Tizo. I'll hold them off.
Awesome.
And I'm just going to do my stuff to move over there.
You technically haven't. If you spend 2 strain to get over there, you have your
Mhm.
action, so you can fire at them. If
Oh,
you
right.
Like. No.
Yeah, because like we're at the top of the stairs, right?
If
If I'm looking at this right,
you're looking, yeah, I guess it would.
because
be,
the
shadow,
shadow of the stairs
Yeah.
over here, like that's going
Oh,
down, and the
yeah,
shadow
yeah.
over here, that's going
yeah,
down.
Yeah, you're at the top of the stairs. Yeah.
Wow.
All this time,
Alright, then-
I did
then,
not
yeah.
notice that until now.
Yeah, same.
Me neither. I thought they were going down.
I've had no luck with this blaster carbine, so I'm gonna draw and fire the old tried and true dueling blaster.
Okay.
What's my difficulty
Your
on this?
difficulty is going to be 1 purple.
Oh my stars!
Still misses. Wait, that is an
Suppressing fire. It's
That's
good.
an accurate 1 weapon, so you automatically add a boost.
Ah,
Yeah, so
I
add a
forgot about
boost.
that.
Add a boost and re-roll. Yep.
And re-roll. Sorry, it's been a while since I used my blaster. I forgot how to do it.
Well, but it's advantageous.
It is.
Yeah,
It is advantageous. So it's pretty. It's,
Yeah, maybe they stay back long enough for Cad to toss the grenades. Oh,
Okay. You could give Cad an
How
upgrade.
many-
You could give Cad an upgrade on his attack for the grenades with those 3 advantages. It would upgrade his throw on the grenades by saying that the stormtroopers are kind of just like ducking for cover as this blaster shots start coming down the hall.
Yeah, okay.
That's an upgrade.
I'm kind of out of the line of fire though. That's kind of what I was hoping to be. It's just like I'm on the edge and I've just shot around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't. No offense, MG. I don't want to get barbecue like you just got shot.
Yep. It hurt.
Yeah, they cooked you like a tandoori fish.
Smells like calamari in here.
It smells really good.
Yeah.
All right, I believe
Go
that
for some
one.
calamari, actually.
See
Hungry all of a sudden.
see if I've got a symbol that I can upgrade with or something. Is there like an upgrade symbol? The boost. Oh wait, here it is. Upgradability. Yeah, we'll put that on there so that way I remember. Okay, so the last 2 rounds in the order are 2 NPCs, which the Imperial Stormtroopers down here by Urdu are basically going to do their best to try to restrain him and start pushing him back up into the vessel. So we've got 2 Imperial Stormtroopers against Urdu. So basically I'm going to make a contested check. Let's see how strong Urdu is here. He's probably pretty strong. He's a Wookiee.
I'm guessing not weak.
His brawn is a 5.
Damn.
Yeah, gum.
With an athletics rank of 2. So they're going to have to beat 2 reds and 3 purples to do this. 2 reds, 3 purples. And they are a wonderful minion group of 2. And they're going to make this is just going to be an athletics check against Urdu. Nothing but 2 threat. So they are struggling.
Oh no!
They are struggling to get Urdu up there, and he will not budge. He's just and just fighting them off, while the stormtroopers are trying to. I'm gonna say each one of those minions takes a point of strain, which will be 1 wound, and that will end their turn. The other Imperial stormtroopers from upstairs come around the corner. And they're going to step out into the open, and they are going to fire at Cad Solus as they're coming down here. So now we got 6 stormtroopers in the hallway down here. As it's kind of like the beginning of episode 4 when they're coming into the space vessel at the beginning. Is all these stormtroopers just coming in, guns blazing. So the stormtroopers are going to fire at Cad. Does Cad? He's wearing stormtrooper armor, correct?
Yep.
So it doesn't add any setback. They are at a little bit farther range, so it's going to be 2 purple. Don't think Cad... Oh, Cad's adversary 1, so we upgrade it once. Almost forgot that.
Nice.
And they're going to take a shot at Cad with their rifles. Minion group of 3. Fire away. And they miss.
Oh!
Yes!
Well done, Cad!
But with 3 advantages, they are going to basically at the start of next turn, it's going to apply an upgrade to the other stormtroopers at the start of the next turn. As you guys are trying to just dodge all this red blaster fire coming up the hallway from you, as blasters are kind of chipping away at the walls, and you can hear them reflecting off of different things and all throughout the room. That brings us to top of round 2 with the PCs go.
Cad, light them up.
Lighten them up.
Yeah,
Grenade.
Light them up.
Okay.
light them up.
Does he have a quick grenade thing in his character sheet? I think I added grenade to it.
Let's see. Cluster carbine grenade. He does.
Fantastic. So this is short range, so it's going to be 1 purple die.
Cool.
He has an upgrade from Yeska, giving him
Nice.
an advantage on that.
Nice.
No setbacks for the stormtroopers.
Setbacks. All right. Let's yeet.
This Cad steps up and launches a grenade, and it strikes the stormtrooper. Clicks the button, tosses the grenade. Explosion from down the stairs.
Was it one grenade or several?
He can only throw 1 at a time. That's 11.
Lame.
He does have several, but he's only throwing 1, I guess.
And it's at a minion group. And did 11 damage. I believe grenades are still soakable, though.
I think so.
Yeah, they're just I don't even know what that's called, what damage type, but it is soakable.
So it takes out one of these stormtroopers. It goes flying across the room. Another stormtrooper appears to have taken some damage, but kind of dodges out of the way of the impact. And it looks like it got rid of one of the 3 of the minion group. But the other 2 remain.
I guess he'll probably go to the much like Yeska's got his back to the wall to hide. I think Cat also goes against the wall, probably picks up another grenade.
Okay, gets a grenade ready. You got it.
Yeah.
Maneuvers to do that. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Bringing us to another PC.
I think it should be one of you two just to hustle out there and help Tizo.
I'll go. Either I'll go or Urdu. One of the two. Because I'm just gonna run. I'm
They
just.
can't get to me this round.
Yeah, I can't get to him this round.
Go ahead.
So let's go with Urdu first then.
Okay, Urdu?
Yeah.
He's just gonna go ahead and try to. He's gonna like. These guys are trying to like grapple him, and he's brushing them off. He's gonna do like, since his arms are linked together, he's just gonna like swing at one of them and try to knock another one off.
Yeah, give him some so he can go before the NPCs.
So 2 purple again, and this is the same check for Urdu.
Give him the old Captain Kirk.
Yes.
Just don't interlace your fingers. That's a bad idea. It's gonna
Yeah,
break
that's a
your
bad
hip.
idea. You go.
Oh,
Yes, Urdu.
Oh my gosh, Dirty's out of control.
Urdu
He's racing.
just swings across this other stormtrooper, hitting him on the shoulder, and you watch. Well, nobody watches because
Camera
Tizo's
watches.
unconscious. The camera watches as the other stormtrooper just goes flying off of the loading
You
deck.
watch it.
Ah! And begins to fall.
Wilhelm scream number 3.
Yeah. And basically, I'm going to use the advantage to say that this other stormtrooper is basically terrified now of Urdu, and is going to have basically a more difficult time doing anything to Urdu on its turn. So basically, all of his stuff is going to be, his difficulties are going to be upgraded. All right. So
What does that triumph do? Can
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. It does basically.
it
I'm
upgrades
gonna
that
upgrade his difficulty to do anything because he's basically shaking in his stormtrooper
Nice.
boots right now. So you just watch this.
What's
Massive.
Wookie for? You want to go home and rethink your life.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Awesome. We got another PC round.
All right, I'll just book it.
Okay.
So I'm guessing I can get to about here, the end of the hall.
Yep. You can get the inner hall. You can't see him yet, but you can see long shadows kind of coming into the room.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's anything you can do as an incidental or anything to prep yourself, or
Check here. No, I think we're okay right now. I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
okay.
Yeah. Just getting the, I guess, getting the launcher ready to fire as soon as I see something.
Okay, excellent. You got it.
Forgot you still have the rocket launcher.
Yeah, she's still up in there.
And it's just Raven with a stormtrooper helmet and no armor.
That's so good.
So ridiculous.
We do have one more PC turn before an NPC gets to go.
There's nothing I can do until these guys get up top of the stairs, so I think it's got to be you, Dran.
All right, I mean, I'll try to catch. Do I have to take strain if I want to catch up with Raven?
Well, you can use your action to run. You can turn an action into a maneuver.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But you can only take 2 maneuvers per turn, no matter what.
Right.
So
Okay,
if you
then
turn your action into a maneuver, like you can't suffer 2 strain and take a 3rd maneuver. You can't do that.
I'm going to catch up with Raven. I'm actually going to burn 2 maneuvers to do it.
Okay.
Like, I'll take the strain. I'm going to try to do that thing again that I was trying to do before. Let's see if it actually works this time.
Okay. All right. First, you don't succeed.
Yep. Boom. It
Dude.
works. Okay.
Do or do not. There is no try.
So this is a field commander check, or a field commander thing. With the thing that it does is it says that what is it called? That FIELD. I'll paste it in. Basically, a number of allies equal to my presence, which is 3. Yeah, a number of allies equal to my presence, which is 3, can immediately, if they want to, suffer 1 strain to perform 1 maneuver.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Does it say-
Absolutely.
It doesn't say a range. I would assume that you have to be close. Like, I don't know. That's.
Are you shouting this stuff? I mean, I would say that Cad and Yeska back there, I would count them as also receiving this.
All right, because I would yell like, I don't hear Tizo fighting it anymore. Could be bad.
Yeah,
I would even say
absolutely.
Urdu would get it too.
Well, I think I can only get 3 people with it,
it's 3.
so.
Yeah, so it just
Well,
And I don't really know
can
Urdu.
count- Like I said, like I can't do anything until these guys get to the top of the stairs because I'm planning on hacking them up into little stormtrooper bits, and so like give whatever maneuver I would have done to somebody else.
Okay. Basically, all
Cool, let's do it
Urdu
then.
would do, all Urdu would do is use his maneuver to get like off the landing ramp of this vessel and like around to the other side of this stormtrooper, so that way he's not like physically on the ramp leading into there.
Okay.
Fair enough. So maybe he hears the cavalry coming. So anybody that wants to take that 1 point of
Yeah.
strain can.
I'm gonna get to the edge and kind of peek my head around the corner. I'm not gonna just like full on. I'm just trying to
Wow.
see what I'm dealing with.
About 10-15 feet away from you, you can see Tizo lying there in a heap, lightsaber sitting there in front of him with this figure looming over top of him, lightsabers kind of crossed in front of him down right in front of his legs, and he's just staring down with these dreadlocks kind of cascading over his breathing mask. He's just looking down at Tizo's body. And that's what you see.
Over my shoulder back at Dren. Tizo's down!
Tizo's down?
Again, yes!
Raven, please take 2 conflict points because Tizo.
Because Tizo! No! Because Tizo. Alright. Yeah, you're valid. You're valid, Michael.
Seeing you come around the bend with a missile tube on your shoulder.
Oh no!
The Inquisitor just catches a glance at Raven coming around, seeing Raven kind of just looking between the 2 of them, disengages both lightsabers and uses a maneuver to run towards the edge of the landing pad, and is going to suffer 2 strain. And actually, this ship, I had to move it, but it was more like over here. I had to move it because it's overlapping all my tokens and I can't move them if it's there. He
right.
actually leaps onto the back of the vessel.
All right. All right, I'm getting ready to shoot down this ship. I'm getting ready.
Suffers 2 strain, and he's just you can hear him shouting as he's doing it. Now we've got to go. That's-
Damn right, we got to go.
And that is going to end his turn for this round, bringing us to another PC. I think the only PC that hasn't gone this... No, yeah. The only PC that hasn't gone this round that can go is Yeska, I believe.
I mean,
Right.
technically, I haven't been either, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't... I think we have to skip the last PC round for this one turn, at least.
So I'm going to reload and holster my blaster,
Okay.
and as an incidental, I'm going to quick draw my lightsaber and just kind of like use my maneuver to kind of like ready myself to take the head off of whatever comes up these stairs.
Okay.
So that'll be me.
Okay. You're just using your maneuvers to ready your stance, get your lightsaber set. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Just like not even looking, I'm just feeling in the force.
Okay. Well, NPC turn. The stormtrooper that was wrestling with Urdu, and Urdu moved out of his way of the landing pad, can see that the Inquisitor has jumped on top of the ship and is basically just going to run towards the vessel and kind of start climbing the ramp, and is going to take one quick shot towards Raven in the doorway as he's getting on the vessel.
I'm going to take a defensive stance, so please upgrade your attack.
Oh, you got it. And I'm going to say it's medium.
Or sidestep.
Medium, so 2. So upgrade once. You got it. A minion group of 1 for this attack. So here comes the blaster rifle at you. And misses. And he is panicked and threatened, so he's going to take another
That was a
wound.
bad move.
And he is on the landing ramp, getting himself onto the vessel. It's starting to take off. And that brings us... We got to skip Tizo's PC turn. Bring us to another NPC round. The stormtroopers just start rushing up because they can't see you guys around the bend. So basically they use... they rush up here and are startled into the room. These guys are going to have to use both of their action and maneuver to get up there. So this group of 3 is just going to move up like this. Let me check what Imperial Stormtroopers have for...
Can I like stick a leg out and trip them or something? Do they fall down the stairs?
I'm going to say that they don't have a maneuver to get ready to do this. So they are going to... let me roll a d6 and see what they do. They're going to turn towards Cad. And they fire at Cad, but the problem is that they're like right next to him. And that upgrades the difficulty of this.
They're just like, whoa!
Well, it doesn't upgrade. It makes it harder for them to hit. So we got that going there. They're going to take a blaster shot at Cad from basically point blank range and miss. Each suffering another point of strain in the process as they are startled by you two just kind of sitting there at the top of the doorstep waiting. The other two use their maneuvers up there. That brings us to the top of the next round. With another PC go.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Only Imperial Stormtroopers are that precise.
just confirming in Discord, that's what she has, right? The rocket launcher?
Yeah. Well, it's a. I can't click off of Discord or else I'll lose our cams. But
RPS 6 rocket launcher. I just looked up missile launcher, and this is what came
I
up.
think that's what we said last time. It looks familiar.
It's called missile tube in the book. If I can find it. Yeah, it has. I'll find it.
Oh, okay, so it's slightly
Yeah, there
different.
it is. It looks like that. You see it?
Okay.
Missile tube.
Okay, so it's this. Oh, wait.
Its stats are as follows. Let me see. Missile tube.
That's extreme range.
Yeah, extreme range.
I was meant to take out aircraft.
You have to use gunnery as your skill to
fine.
fire it. It does 20
Oh, it's a
damage,
not 8. Okay, that
2
works.
crit,
What?
extreme range. It also
7 encumbrance.
it has a blast of rating of 10, breach 1.
Yep.
Guided 3. So if you miss, there's a chance that the missile comes back around.
Okay.
And it takes. So if you fire it this turn, it has a prepare 1 round to the shell has
Reload
to
it.
reload. So you have
All
to
right.
use 1 turn to actually reload the weapon.
Cool. All right, good to know.
You got one shot.
One shot, one opportunity. I'm gonna upgrade.
Do not miss your chance to blow.
What's my? If I'm aiming for Darth Vader dude wannabe on the ship, what am I? What is
Diet
my,
Vader.
Oh, you aiming for him? Okay.
Yeah, I'm aiming for his feet because he's on top of the ship, right?
Okay. Yeah. You can do
So
that.
I want to hit him in the ship.
Okay. You will be okay.
It's extreme range. So
He has a defense rating of 1, so you're gonna have to add a black setback to it.
1 black.
It's going to be the range on that is extreme, but I would say your range of firing is medium, so it's going to be 2 purple dice as your base difficulty.
Cool.
The Inquisitor is adversary 3, so you have to upgrade it 3 times.
Can I use a maneuver to get within close?
You can, yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so you use your maneuver to move closer, yeah.
So is that two purple still or 1 purple?
It'd be 1 purple now because you're in short range
Cool.
with a ranged weapon.
Cool.
Oh boy.
And that also means point blank if this hits. Okay, here we go.
Let's say Raven's up here firing a missile tube
So,
at the Inquisitor.
Oh my god.
Yes.
+4.
+4. 27 damage. I believe that's still soakable.
I believe it is.
Christy, you beauty.
What's breach? Does breach?
Breach 1.
Oh, and he has parry. He doesn't have.
You gotta parry him.
Reflect. He
Rocket
can't-
propelled
can't-
grenade.
Can't parry it. Oh boy! So let's see what Soki has.
But does breach go through soak or what's the?
Oh, ignore 10 soak. Yeah, it does. So how much damage was that? 27?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your missile strikes right at his feet. And you see this massive explosion occur as he is jettisoned off of the roof of this vessel.
Question. Is he killed or is he wounded?
He is unconscious.
I'm gonna crit him.
Okay.
Crit
I'm
2.
always down.
Yep, I'm gonna crit him with 2.
So this is going to be actually it's a he would have suffered a crit anyway for going unconscious.
Well, there's another crit.
So it's going to be offset of 10 on the critical. I'm going to roll critical. Horrific injury. Roll a d10 to determine one wound characteristic.
Oh!
Oh!
Basically giving him like a skull.
I'll let you do the honors. You go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
Okay.
Christy, you can just use that die roller over to the side and roll 20 if you'd like, or you can type it
Yeah. Yeah. 9.
in. 9. So presence. The presence score of this individual goes down, what's it say, by 1?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 point lower.
1 point lower. Yeah, so his presence score drops 1 until the critical is healed.
Cool.
So I will drop that presence score right here in my little sheet here. Where is it? There it is. As he falls unconscious and then falls off of the shuttle. And
No!
and then disappears out of sight.
I'm just gonna kneel beside Tizo and just make sure he's not dead yet, but at the same time start prepping for another missile to shoot this thing again.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh, that felt so good.
Direct hit. All right. We've got 3 PCs.
All right, so this is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for these troopers to get up the stairs, and now they're not even looking at me, and I've got my lightsaber ready, and so I'm just going to just attack, straight from the back as they're shooting preoccupied at Cad.
All right, go for it. Yeska preparing his lightsaber, seeing that they're distracted, just firing at Cad. Goes for the strike.
Goes for the kill. What's my difficulty on this?
This is gonna be 2 purple.
Anything else I need to add to that?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a boost because their backs are turned to you.
I accept. Thank you. Here we go.
Excellent.
So
that's 7.
and I get an additional advantage, wing,
Excellent. Actually, that's
because of my curved-filled lightsaber.
that's enough damage to take both of these stormtroopers down. So if you want to describe your attack against them, you may.
So these guys are firing wildly at Cad, and I'm just gonna walk up behind one of them, and then directly behind his head, just ignite my lightsaber.
Oh.
So it just comes out the front of his face, and then swipe it around, out and down, and cut the other guy off at his knees.
Oh. They both just with a scream, the one just falls down to the ground, dropping their weapons. Those 2 are out of there. Now you do have 5 advantages that you can spend.
I'm gonna pass any of the advantages to any of the whoever is going over here on the landing pad next.
Okay, you can use 1 advantage for the next person to go, and then you could do 2 advantage to pass to a specific person. So you have 2 of those. So if you wanted to, you could say, "Hey, Raven, Dran, both you take a boost, and then whoever goes next takes a boost."
I like that.
Yeah, you could do that if you wanted. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So whoever is next, and then specifically Dran and Raven.
Ooh, Dran's
So
looking
potentially
pretty
one of you
strained
could
and
have a
tired
double
over here,
boost.
too. I'm looking at everybody's strain meters and.
Yeah,
Everybody-
Dran's in trouble.
Awesome. Good.
Okay, so
Good
that's
go-
my turn. And I guess I've got a maneuver too. So
Technically
I'll
have a maneuver.
now
yeah.
that I've done away with these pesky stormtroopers, I'm going to make my way down the stairs to this entrance down here.
There are 3 stormtroopers standing like.
Oh, there's 3 more. I thought
Right.
I'd
Nope.
got
There's
them all. All right, well then
there's
I'll.
3 more standing in that hallway, basically marching up, and you just basically
Han
just.
Solo, you run
Yeah.
up.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, so I've actually exposed myself then.
Yeah. When cutting those guys apart, you've revealed yourself to that group.
Oh, I'm just very artfully just carving these guys up, and I'm going to feel very, very pleased with myself, and then kind of like turn and realize, oh no, there's more right there. Oh, hello. And that'll be my turn.
I mean, you still technically have a maneuver. You never used it for anything. So if you want to
Oh, that's right.
use it, you can.
Then I guess I'll move my maneuver to duck back, so I'm not directly in the line of fire.
Just dive back behind the wall. Perfect. I love it.
So I imagine that they like raise their guns, and I immediately just kind of, throw myself back.
Awesome. We've got 2 more PC turns.
See, I haven't gone. Has Cad gone?
Cat
I
hasn't
think
gone
it's
this round,
you're Cad.
and I believe Urdu.
Cad's probably gonna chuck another grenade down the hall. So
Oh,
yeah,
whatever you want to
has Urdu
do.
gone?
Urdu has a turn.
So there are.
Urdu has a turn. Cad has a turn.
Cat has
Yeah.
a turn. Yep. And
who else?
We should let-
Dran
Okay.
has a turn.
We should let them go because Cad and
What-
Urdu are in combat.
Sure. Let's go with Cad.
Okay.
How about Jessica?
Sure.
All right.
Would,
I guess he gets a boost
He gets a boost. Okay.
from me, and so let's have him chuck another grenade down and see if he can help us out with these 3 other stormtroopers.
Yeah. He casts yeet.
So he would have to maneuver into like out of this hiding position to
Sure.
be able to throw. So you
Yeah,
guys
he'd
have to
do
move
that.
him out. Okay.
All right. Let's yeet.
Yeet another grenade.
Where's his grenade? Here they are.
All right.
Nice.
Another 10 damage, which is enough to take out one of these guys. Unfortunately, like grenades only work well if you roll a lot of advantages,
Yeah.
because you got to
Mhm.
roll the advantages to get to activate
the
the blast
blast.
quality.
Right.
That's the thing about grenades. You got to get a lot of advantages. So it takes out one of them as it explodes in the hallway, but the other 2 kind of were shielded from the blast from the body of the other one. So they're kind of like startled a little bit, but they're still maintaining their ground.
All right. So Cad's probably getting frustrated.
Could they
that
be
it's
knocked
not-
down the stairs from the blast? Could that advantage be used as that?
Well, I can
Could one of them?
mechanically that advantage would, since it's only one advantage, it would add like a setback to their next attack roll.
Sure. Let's do that then.
So I mean, it's basically they're just like ducking shrapnel that's flying through the hallway.
Yeah. So he's probably gonna, he's probably gonna put away the grenades and pull out his gun because he's probably getting frustrated that it's not blasted.
Yeah. These grenades are
This,
cheap.
and Yeska will shout, "This is why grenades suck." Just putting that out there.
Missile launcher.
Mandalorian grenades work so much better than these pieces of junk.
Yeah. they-
Excuse. User error. That's what I say.
User error. Get wrecked.
We'll settle this later.
And as this fun banter is happening, we pan back to our
Pan back to we've
Star
got-
Wars. You have to have fun banter.
That's right. We've either got Dran or Urdu. They can go next.
Urdu's I think he's in more immediate trouble, right? He's got.
Urdu, with seeing the other stormtroopers like retreating and running away, Urdu's probably, since he's cuffed, he's probably going to run towards Raven and just kind of get back, and he'll actually grab Tizo and start dragging Tizo into the workshop area. That's what he'll use his turn to do.
Good idea.
And he's like, he runs past you, Raven, just kind of looks at you, and then grabs and
Get him to cover,
starts
thank
dragging.
you.
So that'll end his turn, bringing us to
Get him to the doctor.
NPC. I believe the stormtrooper out here already acted. I think the only group that hasn't acted were the stormtroopers that Yeska and Cad are currently battling against. Now, Cad had to come out and then throw a grenade, so he's basically visible now. So they're going to fire at Cad. They're going to stay put. They're actually seeing grenades coming down. Well, yeah, they're going to fire first, and then they're going to go to cover.
Where? They're in a hallway. They're in a stairway.
Well, they can maneuver back down. So,
Oh, okay.
So the stormtroopers. Minion group 2, Cad Solus, it'd be... He's definitely within short range now, so that's 1 purple. He is adversary 1, so it upgrades it once. And they fire. And they strike Cad.
Oh no!
10 soakable damage with a crit attached to it. So I'm not sure what Cad's soak is, but... N minus his soak. Looks like he's over halfway on his injury meter right there. And he will take a critical injury from the 3 advantages that they scored.
Christy, can you roll that for us?
You want to roll the
Yeah,
crit
yeah,
for-
yeah.
What's he rolling? He's rolling the.
He's just rolling a
critical.
regular critical.
Oh, it's a.
So it's a regular.
Yeah, it would be regular. I don't think he has any more crits on him. Do you see any
No,
crits
he
on his?
doesn't.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
no,
so
no,
it'd just be roll critical because it's only 3 advantage.
Man.
Winded. Cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate abilities or gain additional maneuvers until the end
Ah.
of the encounter. Okay.
It's
Okay.
Not great, but not terrible.
Great,
not
but like
losing
he
an
doesn't
arm.
have strain anyway. It immediately goes to a wound, so we try not to do that for him anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Since he's considered a rival NPC, he doesn't have
Right.
a strain meter. Yeah, so
Right.
he gets blasted back. Yeska, you can see that he's put himself in a dire situation, taking himself out of cover to throw that grenade, switching weapons. These stormtroopers actually are going to go and seek, go like run around the corner, seeking cover around the bend. We have another PC turn, which I believe would be Dran.
Yeah. Oh man, so I'm winded and wounded and strained. I kind of just take a moment and lean against the hallway, just trying to catch my breath. Everyone else is faster. Everything's bad. I'm gonna use a maneuver to use one of my abilities, Blows Through All Things, to recover 4 strain.
Okay.
So that's a maneuver. Yeah. Just
Nice.
kind of like,
Leaf on the wind.
yep. So that's
Very
1,
cool.
2, 3, 4. Yep. As I just kind of take a moment and connect with force, and then I'm gonna use another maneuver and take some strain to get into this room and see what's going on.
Okay.
So it's like no rest for the weary, and I see it looks like so I'm seeing Tizo down, right?
Yeah, and this binded Wookie by the wrist is just like dragging him by the collar into the cargo bay.
Oh, you must be the one that Tizo was looking for. And I'm gonna see if I can bring Tizo back. Deep breath. I have to use the force here.
Clear.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is enough to heal him for 10. That's my my intellect plus my medicine. Heal him for 10 minus 1 for any time he's already used a stim or healed today. So he may be at 2 or 3 years.
Are we
Unless
still
it
using
doesn't
the ones
count.
from last session? This is the same day technically. Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
so it's like
yeah,
minus
it'd be
2.
It'd be 1 less. Then
No, I
what
did
you-
2 less. I got healed by
did 2
Duran,
less.
and I got hit by
Yeah,
a stem.
A
So
stim, so it'd be 2.
So you
you
get
get
8.
8 points.
8. Okay.
8 points.
I am back awake.
Oh, Tizo. With the force rumbling around the room. So did you only spend light side to do this? Or did you
Yeah, I
have
only had to spend light side.
All right. During the process of
looking-
this and all of your leadership and your guidance, man, you're starting to get really good at this leadership thing. You're really starting to fit this role
Well.
well.
I just yell, Tizo! It's my turn.
Awesome.
I'll
I
wake
think
up
I take another
scared. Like,
conflict point because I don't know what's happening, and I'm like, damn it!
Cool. Okay. So that's Dran's turn. Bring
Yep,
us to an
that's all I can
NPC. There are no NPCs technically that can go, but what I'm going to say is this vessel begins to move out away from the landing platform and actually begins to descend down.
Uh-oh.
That's a mistake.
Oh, no! Tizo's gonna go diag and he's gonna jump on this thing.
No, I'm gonna blast her.
Tizo, you're technically awake, and there's still one more PC turn
Christy, we're gonna that go for
this round.
Oh, sorry. I'll fix that.
Well, I'm laying down, so does standing. I forget how standing up. works.
Standing
Is
does
standing-
cost a maneuver, yes.
Does it? Okay. I don't know if I have. Yes, I have the jump up feature. I can get up with an incident.
So you
Oh,
just
jeez.
you just do like the wrestling move where you like pull your legs up and
Oh, that
pop
kick
up.
up thing?
I kick,
Yeah,
I
the
kick up.
back- yeah,
Yep,
kick
I
up,
kick
yeah.
yep.
I did that once. It
trick
was
yourself.
like the third proudest moment of my life.
Nice.
Do I see? I
What?
quickly say thank you, doctor, and I'm glad to see you're okay. Or do I give him a little pat? Do I'm assuming I hear the ship moving, right?
Yeah, you can hear it moving. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna run out to where I can see it.
Basically, I'm gonna reduce the size of it a little bit. It looks like it was flying away, and then it looks like it's headed down, but it's like on an arc this way. Looks like it's
Okay.
descending.
So, few questions here.
Mhm.
How far away? And also, what is the size of the ship?
Silhouette.
Yeah,
Let
what's
me
the silhouette
see.
of the
Silhouette of an Imperial shuttle. Let me pull up the character sheet here. It is Silhouette 4. And it looks like it's going to be at extreme range from where it is located.
ship? Ah, extreme range.
Mhm.
Dang it. All right, so what's short range and then increased by 2? What would that be?
Short range,
Would that
then increase by 2.
so like
Medium, then long.
yeah? So like, said, dang it, I'm 1 off.
Oh.
To be able to affect it with my move. If I was to get closer to like the edge over here, like in front of Raven, would that put me in long range?
Unfortunately,
Or is it always
anywhere up here, because it's moving down, is going to still be at extreme range.
Okay.
Unless
Well,
you
alright.
You
unless
jump
you,
off.
unless you do the swan dive down towards it. The flying squirrel
I
technique.
hate when he does that.
You also see Raven loading the missile tube again.
Yeah.
You jump
Just
on that
Attack of
thing.
the Clones this
I'm
thing.
gonna blow you up.
Let's see what I can do. I can't jump that far, so you're fine. Or I would. All right, so I'm just gonna go after the stormtrooper.
Or I would.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna use my maneuver
this,
just to walk.
this stormtrooper was on the vessel, so
Oh,
He was
gotcha. Okay.
he would probably be.
Okay. I thought
he-
I got left behind.
no, he was climbing up, firing his last bit of shots at Raven as he boarded the shuttle.
Well, then I will just undo Urdu's bindings then with my
Okay.
lightsaber.
Okay. So you use a maneuver to stand. You'd have to use a maneuver to go pick up your lightsaber because it's still sitting outside.
Incidental to stand.
Oh yeah, it was
'Cause I have to
incidental. So
jump up
yeah,
there.
you'd maneuver over there. You'd have to maneuver back and then cut his bindings.
Sure, I will suffer 2 strain for
There you go. As you're running across, gets his lightsaber and just, and now Urdu just has these 2 broken wristbands, basically bracelets that he's wearing, and some of the electricity is still like sparking blue energy out of it as it's firing through the center part where you cut it in half.
He could put those on either side of somebody's head and give them a nice.
That's it.
Where did the individual go that had the lightsabers?
Oh, I kind of hit him point blank
You
with the
smoked him.
launcher, so he kind of went. He's gone. Sorry.
Are you sure he's dead?
Pretty damn sure. I hit him really hard. He was knocked out, and then he fell off the ship and just kept falling.
I would like to find his body and make sure.
Sure.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. We're at the top of the next round with a PC's turn. As this Imperial shuttle seems to be descending down.
Do you mind if I blast it?
And actually, as this is happening, Raven, you're the only one that can... The others might be able to hear it, but you're the only one that can see it.
Uh-huh.
But the other spaceport area that was close to this palace, you notice there are the 2 other Imperial shuttles are starting to lift out of their landing bays, and they're turning slowly as they're lifting out in your direction. As their side wings start to slowly descend out like this. And you can clearly see that they do have blaster guns jetting out from the front of each.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no. All right. I think I have to spend my turn prepping it, right?
You do. That would be your action to basically load another missile.
Okay, so as an action, I'll load it.
Okay. You still have your maneuver.
For the moment, I'm gonna just use my maneuver to get into the building and around the door so I have cover until I'm done loading this thing. Like, I'll drag it into the cover and load it and then get ready to go back out.
Perfect.
I want to be able to be hidden from, like, 3 airships.
Okay. Brings us to the second PC's turn of the round. Whoever would like to go.
Oh yeah, I'll let everybody know. We got incoming ships.
Chips?
Should we get out of here?
Did we get your gun?
No, I did not. Where's my gun?
They probably have an armory somewhere here. I'm sure it's in there.
Like on a workshop table, like right here.
Yeska's had enough of these troopers. He's had enough of hiding.
Okay.
I'm going to take a conflict point for having hid so long.
Okay, you got it. Yes, good.
And I'm going to come around the corner and just kind of come down hard on these guys on the stairway.
Okay. You would have to suffer 2 strain to maneuver down to them. It would take 2 maneuvers to go all the way to them. But sure, yeah, you can do that.
That's fine.
And basically, it would negate any cover that they would have because they're just kind of around the bend on the side as you run down.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're right up to them. You're engaged. They're shocked to see you as they're holding their blaster rifles. They were kind of leaning up against the wall, getting ready to coordinate another attack up the steps. Then you just charge down the steps after them.
I just thought, what would Tizo do? And I charged.
It's pretty accurate.
So yeah, do I can make an attack against them? Yes.
Absolutely, with 2 purple dice as your difficulty.
Excellent. Do I get a boost for surprising them? Just put it out there and just
these
just say
guys
no.
these guys could probably hear your footsteps coming down the steps, even though they're still a little shocked that you've been bold enough to charge them. I'll still say that the other ones
I accept that.
the other ones had to boost for having their backs turned to you, basically.
Hey, you never know unless you ask. Okay, here
That's
we
right.
go.
That's gonna hit.
And I get a automatic advantage as well.
An automatic advantage. Okay, so 7 points non-soakable. So that's enough to take one of the two down and actually injure the second one. What would you like to do as you come down? You're slashing with your lightsaber through the first. Kind of bring across the second one. Sparks fly a little bit across the armor, but you realize it causes him to stumble back and he regains his footing. What would you like to use your advantage on?
Hold on, I've got something I wanted to check out. Could I do a Makashi finish against this guy?
What?
Or is that an additional action? Here, let me copy it and put it in the chat.
Does it say what it says, what it costs? Usually your abilities.
For those type of things, you take that action to attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to re-roll and say you're doing that, you can.
If you'll let me, I would love to do that.
Okay, so you're coming down to do the Makashi finish. So basically what you do is you do a lightsaber combat check. Why does it say presence in the parentheses?
He uses
there?
presence for it.
Because I use presence as
A Makashi duelist.
as the duelist.
Perfect. Yeah. So you make that
then you
lightsaber
add your
check
force.
again, but you add force dice to it. And you can spend light or dark side of your force points to add 10
Add
to
plus
the
10.
critical injuries. Yeah.
Okay.
So
That
basically
ability
you're,
is just like Mahawk back
so
sweep.
basically you're making the same check, you're just adding your force dice to it. So whatever your force rating is, you add that many force dice to your roll.
Okay. So that'd be 3 force dice. What? Oh, sorry, I forgot. That was incorrect. I rolled just the regular dice instead of my lightsaber. I'm sorry.
You got it. There you go. 8 points.
Okay, so that's the same amount of damage as earlier, right? No, it's one more.
One greater. Yeah, so it still only injures the second one, but you have 2 advantage and 2 light side.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would like to add 2 of those light side to add 20, because it'd be plus 10 for each pip, right?
Yeah. Now, I will say this. This is a minion group. So any crit against this guy just kills him. So basically, you're going to take down both of these guys with your Makashi. You just go ahead and describe it for us. Give it the word candy, Yeska.
All right. Yeska's had enough of this. He's had enough of hiding. He goes down the stairs at a run, and then as the kind of that strain maneuver, he uses that momentum to kind of like turn that downward momentum into sideways momentum and parkours off of the side of the wall,
Nice.
doing a couple of Prince of Persia steps.
Very good.
And then as he comes down the end of that stairwell, leaps forward in between of them and just kind of brings it, down in a huge slash. Kind of like starting, at the top of one guy's neck and kind of like down his body, and then continuing down the other guy's body and just, bisecting both of them.
And with a clatter, their armor just impacts the floor blasters falling to their side into a heap of what looks to be just pile of emotionless stormtrooper armor.
And as I kind of like use that momentum and turn that kind of fall into more of a spin, and kind of one leg kind of comes down, and I just kind of pirouette and just kind of like steady myself on my feet.
Okay. Awesome. Great turn. Any other PC may go. I'm just
kind of hanging out, so I don't
Yeah.
know what else. I'm definitely not gonna be in range or like in view of the ships coming towards us.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to less of a turn order kind of thing and go to more of a narrative situation here, as it seems like all this stuff is happening relatively fast, but I don't think we need an initiative order anymore. I'm just going to close that out. You guys can all hear these vessels from the spaceport. You can hear the engines firing. You can hear that they're getting prepared. So I'm going to give you guys... And you can also hear that that other vessel is still descending down to the bottom. What do you guys want to do?
Should we get back to our ships?
Probably should.
Round.
Raven, you're still missing your weapon, right?
I'm still missing my weapon.
And we don't know where to find Vera's father, right? That's the other loose end here?
Yeah, that's the other loose end. That,
do they have a data bank anywhere where we could get some information? Or
that's a good idea.
Right up here. We're next to it.
Wait, really?
Communication. I point over to the door. There's a hub right over there.
I'll be back! And I'm gonna run in there, Michael. I'm gonna
Wait, here,
try to...
take this. I'm gonna throw you the hacking device.
Got it?
Plug it into my head.
Awesome. So, Dran, you're running
so I'm gonna
into
run
the
in there, and I'm gonna...
communications hub?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, hurry, and I'm like freaking. I'm like, I gotta see what I can get fast because we don't have long in here. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm holding at the door, and if I see any ships, I'm shooting.
Okay, you just kind of staying at the door?
Yeah, I'm holding the line right now.
Okay. You're staying at the door with the missile tube. Dran, you're going in, plugging in the computers, getting yourself situated there.
plug my cybernetic head into the thing, and bleeding all over the keyboard.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make make a computers check. And I believe
the device gives you the boost,
I
right?
think the device gave you a boost. It's either a boost or an upgrade. I think it was a boost.
Oh.
Well, I'll summon the light side. I think I'm gonna summon the light side to try to, because I really want to see what I can get before I have to get out of here. And my goal is I'm mainly looking for anything related to those slavers or whatever, those guys that were like here that knew about her. Anything I can find, like ship ID numbers, routing, like where they were going next, where they came from, just whatever I can get.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and make a computers check against 2 purple dice. I am going to grant you get a boost for having the device, and I'm also going to grant you another boost because I believe that you guys already had experience doing this before. At least Raven.
Oh, I go in like Raven's got the system primed.
Yeah,
like, oh,
Raven's already had
that.
it prepped in the hacking device.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's true.
I'll give you another boost for that.
Okay.
And it
So
looks
I'm
like
about to
you
roll
are...
this. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of advantage.
Dran, you are able to basically when the Talassians docked their ship with the palace.
Yeah.
A lot of their technical diagnostics and readouts and ship information was sent into through the system here at the palace, and you actually got their basically flight information from where they were coming
Got
from.
it.
And you discover that they came from Koak.
Hoak. Well, we were supposed to go there, or we could have gone there.
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, aren't they like a bunch of...
You guys were going to get their help. You guys were... They're basically a big slave operation.
slaves? That's why we didn't do it, because we're like, we don't need slave
you guys
labor.
decided
Yeah,
you don't
well.
need that help, but apparently this vessel came from that place. And you're able to
Cool.
pick up the coordinates
Cool.
and basically upload them onto your little head unit.
Now, question for you, Michael.
Yeah,
Got a bunch of advantages here.
sure.
Any chance that I could get like an inventory report of where confiscated items are being held?
Nice.
You can. They were put into a crate. And they were hidden within Teemo's personal residence, which is on the is one of the rooms on the outskirts of his throne room.
Noted.
Mm-hmm. And you also get the code to unlock it.
I will tell that to Raven ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's all I'm trying to do there. I've got what I need, I think.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. I'll send one of the boys to go find my stuff. Because I'm holding the line. I'm like, I'm not...
Raven, you hear the ships getting closer. You also hear
Uh-huh.
something sounding like it's charging up.
Oh, no. Someone run to that room quickly!
Charging up?
They're probably gonna fire on us like any minute.
No.
Yeah, we need to hurry.
Can I,
Unplugging.
I want to, while we're like standing here, I want to look and see if I can see if the ship has landed down there, or if does it look like someone's bringing anything on board that ship?
So you're gonna peek out and look down?
I'm gonna peek out and look down. Yeah.
Okay. You peek out and look down. It does appear that the ship has landed. And it does seem as if there are people getting off the ship. But at that moment, you hear the source of the charging energy, and you look up. It looks like those shuttles are getting close, and they are like pinpoint accuracy aiming at this doorway.
Quickly peek back in and run.
Okay,
Let's go. Let's get out of here. It's not.
Okay.
And as you guys run away, that's when you hear as it blasts into this door, like just the edge of this doorway. Like they hit it from an angle, so just you see just shrapnel and pieces of the door fly. Smoke just clouds into the room. Urdu goes stumbling over some of these crates as he's running away with you guys. Barrel rolling across the floor. Boxes just spilling everywhere. And you guys quickly make your way, and you guys hear the shuttles just like zing past the doorway, and it looks like they're just kind of climbing and doing like a turn in midair, like almost as if they're like coming back around.
Dad, are you okay?
I'm fine. You guys need to come take a look at this.
I'll go over to Cad.
Okay, you guys run into the room, Cad.
Yeah.
Cad's like, there's something in that room over there. Listen. And you can hear. And you. There's like a purple curtain on the far side of the room. You can hear rustling going on.
Where is his bedroom or living room?
Private residence.
Private residence.
You would say it's probably this central chamber over here.
That one, and where's the noise coming from?
That room.
The same room?
Yep.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk over to it.
Okay, you walk over to it, and as you get to the curtain, somebody backs out of the curtain and bumps into you. It looks like they're dragging this big metal container, and they're like, it's all they can do to like muscle it out. You run into an individual that looks like this. I'm going to put it on the token layer, and then I'm going to show you what he looks like.
Oh no.
Looks like this.
Oh. Okay.
You guys, yeah. I think Yeska and Dran would recognize this individual as an entertainer that was playing music the first time that you guys were in here. And he seems to be pulling out this big crate from this room and bumps into Raven.
That better not be my gun in there.
I don't know what it is.
Open it.
I don't know how to open this one. I was going to take it, and I was going to be honest, I was going to break it open later.
Break it open now.
Okay. He looks at you all. He looks for
The code, Raven.
You're
looks
muted, honey.
Looks at.
I'm sorry. I draw my pistol and I just point it right at him.
There you go.
Can I borrow that? Yeah, that.
No.
Well, how do you want me? How am I supposed to break this open?
I shoot the lock.
There you go.
You blast it. Excellent. The lock just explodes kind of off of the side of it as you blast it. The door swings open on the top, and you can see there's all your gear
Oh, thank
that you were missing.
Tizo. Your stuff. My stuff.
Wait, can I just a cut? A little.
Is there anything extra in here that's not ours?
There is a couple like random weapons and stuff in here that aren't yours.
Pick one thing. That's not ours.
He looks over. He's
All
looking
this is
carefully.
ours. Pick one of those.
He looks at there's like this it kind of looks a lot like your computer hacking device. It's this like
Oh.
metal box with a lot of like buttons and knobs and stuff on it. He's like, I'll take this.
All right.
And then he
Wait,
looks
I
at
give
all of you.
Raven hers back, by the way.
Looks
Oh
at-
my God.
He looks at all of you and then he takes a few steps away and then
You
he just
better run. There's big
he's-
ships outside. Don't get shot.
big ship's right. And it just sprints as fast as he can. And he runs over to the other side and just disappears down the steps, running as fast as he can go.
At least he got something out of this. If he survived.
And he takes
I'll shout out, "Bye, Biff."
Wow. Space bit.
Oh, I should have jaw ruled him.
Missed opportunity.
So what
Suggest
else?
we get back to the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go out. Which way did we sneak last time?
You guys
I don't
came,
even think-
you
I
guys
don't
came
think
into
there's
the
much sneaking.
you guys came into the front door last time, I think.
Let's
That's right, there was no
sneak out the
sneaking, we
front.
just-
It's like the only way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically,
Um,
I was sneaking out.
Oh,
Where?
one thing that I forgot to do. I wanted
What's
to do
that?
this right as we came back from break, but I forgot to do it. Raven, I want you to make a vigilance check against 2 purple dice for me.
Sure. Let me pull that up. Yeah.
Because you would have... actually, Tizo... Well, Tizo can't make this check. I keep forgetting. Tizo wasn't there.
2 purple dice. I am going to upgrade, and I still have a boost that I haven't used. Vigilance, yes.
Vigilance, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
When you looked down as you were watching that ship go down, it was far to look, but you've got so many successes on there.
Yeah.
That woman that you saw dead lying down at the bottom of that cliff was the same woman that you guys saw when you guys were on Arbuine, who was leading that squad of stormtroopers that you guys had blown up. Nico had put that bomb on to go off, and
Right, the
Yes.
poison bomb, yeah.
and she was on the other side and just fell out of view.
With the leather pauldron, right?
Yep, that was her. Yep. But you could see that she is clearly dead now.
All right.
Because
Need to email
Tizo
Nico and
Tizo
let
was
him
the one
know.
who saw her most of the time, but he wasn't on Arbuine with you guys in that part
Right.
of the adventure.
That's right.
So he
Right.
did not recognize
He had
her.
no. Yeah. All right. I'll mention that to the boys. Hey.
Mhm.
Good
Promise.
riddance.
We should send that in our next email blast to Nico.
Good idea.
Yep.
All right, let's get out of here. Go back to our ship.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
we better
guys are
run.
rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rushing out the front door.
yeah.
As you guys,
Always
Tizo.
Russian.
I will mention, once we're out of danger, we need to come back here because I would like to get those eggs.
Oh Jesus.
Might want to grab them now. What do you think?
I
Grab
can't
them
grab
now.
them now. We need to immediately plug them in to
Oh.
power source
Well,
to keep them incubating, or they might die.
How much
Hold
of a
them
power
close
source
to your
do they
chest.
need?
The warmth of your heartbeat.
No, unfortunately,
No?
no. It would need a big power source, something that we do not have on us.
That's true.
you guys can hear more blaster
Does-
fire onto the back side of the building as the building kind of shakes a little bit and
Okay.
dirt begins to kind of fall from the ceiling area.
I don't think we have time for the eggs, Tizo.
No, we need to go now.
unfortunately.
That's
We
what
need to go now.
That's what I was saying. We come back here after.
sure.
We go.
Yeah.
We
Someone ought to
destroy
do
the
this.
ships and our ship, and then we land back here.
Apparently, we have a list on this game too now. Let's go.
Before we take
one
off,
thing. I don't know if that is one thing count as a list.
Oh no.
Okay.
before we take off, was there anything else of wealth or note in that
In his room?
Teemo room?
You did not see anything. It looked like the room was strewn about. That individual who was basically casing the place looked like they found everything of value and was trying to drag it out quickly with them. So that's really all that Teemo had in here. A lot of you get the idea that a lot of Teemo's wealth was probably investments. So things like the
Did we get any of that when Dran hacked him?
Steal his credit card.
Did we
Did we
get
get his
some
card number?
coin
well,
accounts?
Dran was specifically looking for information on that vessel. I mean, he can always go back and make
Okay.
additional computer checks if he'd like.
Oh boy.
Another time.
The building's
Yeah,
shaking.
we
yeah,
can-
Yeah,
we'll
we
be
need
back.
to go. We can't be
so
screwed
we-
here. We got
We
Oh,
take
wow.
all of the stuff that we had found originally underneath the throne, all of that rich stuff, and we'll run out with that.
Okay, perfect.
How many credits was that again? I forget.
Oh gosh, I think it was
A lot.
thousands. Can't
It
remember.
was like
if
800K, right, Michael?
I don't think it was that much. I thought it was like
Oh, okay.
20.
Oh, okay.
Nice try.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
million credits. Right?
I'm
Million.
so sure though. 10.
1 million credits. As you guys get closer to the front, Cad kind of is looking at you guys. It's like, hey, we still got to be careful out here. Some of these people might still be loyal to Teemo.
Yeah. More
Well,
than
my
likely.
blaster pistol.
And I can't stand
tell
this
them
stormtrooper
Teemo's
armor.
dead.
I got to get out of this.
That's why we're going back to my ship.
Yeah, you look terrible in it.
I didn't want to look good in it.
Well, you pulled it off then.
I must say, I make it look better than they do.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
I just shoulder past him with a missile tube.
So you guys make your way out into the streets of Moshuta. How are you moving? Are you just like running, or what are you? Are you
As-
trying to
Raven
move
is
stealthily,
as we
or,
can.
Like how
Well,
she's just
Yeah,
running?
she is watching
We're
for
half
them
we're
to-
half wearing stormtrooper armor.
Right.
We're
I'm
very
with-
noticeable.
Hang around so
Bleeding,
they
yeah.
can't Shoot at us when we run.
We should like duck through alleys and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Okay, let's do
Yeah.
this. How about let's
Like, run through
since you guys
buildings.
are running fast and you're
Run
ducking through
through.
buildings, running through the streets,
Don't
dodging
I can make
people.
us a pathway.
Delicious.
Why don't we do a everybody make a coordination check
Oh.
for me? Average dice, 2 purple dice is your difficulty.
I was worried you were going to say that.
Average.
No, I don't have anything in coordination, but I should.
All right, well, I'm gonna enhance myself because I can do that on a coordination check. You said 2 purple.
Yep.
Ooh.
2 purple? Yep. Oh wow, look at that.
I got to try coordinated.
Mhm.
Nice.
With those 2 white, with the 1 white force, will give me an success, and then the other force, light side force, will give me another advantage. I'll spend all 4 to kill strain.
Excellent. At one point, well, during this process, Dran, you're going to suffer 1 point of strain.
Oh.
Yeska, you're going to suffer 3 points of strain. Due to
I run into a wall.
yeah.
I'm still blind.
What can you say? What would you like to say your triumph is used for, Yeska?
We don't lose any of the stuff that we are carrying kind of loose, because like we've got all of these like riches that we've got, and then we've also got, you know, like kind of half of our normal, you know, gear and clothes that we're carrying, and we've also got a missile tube that we're carrying. It's like, I say we use the Triumph to get all the stuff that we have back to our ship.
Okay.
We don't crash into the guys carrying
have-
the transferosteel pane or whatever.
I have just enough encumbrance to carry the missile tube, the disruptor pistol, and the blaster carbine that we just found. I've just enough.
Just
So and
enough?
everything else I can't hold. So
everybody else-
Cad has to
You
continue
also
to
have
hold.
Cad, and Urdu wasn't carrying anything, and he has a
Right.
high encumbrance. So if you
Ooh.
guys want Urdu to
Oh.
carry
Yes.
some things, he can be
Yes.
hauling things as well, as he's just running
So,
I
through
can
with
also
you guys.
carry a few things too.
Yeah, we all like pack mule ourselves, and we all.
And as you guys
Get
are
to the
running
ship.
through the streets, it seems like everybody's like hushed whispers throughout the street. Some people are moving frantically, some people are hiding. And you guys do notice that the 3 Imperial vessels do get into a formation and fly off away from Moshuta, leaving the planet Tatooine. And there's a lot of hushed whispers. And I'll say, Tizo, with those advantages, you hear that a lot of the rumor mill that's going around already is that the Empire destroyed the palace. And it seems that the general populace saw this massive event of these shuttles blasting, stormtroopers everywhere blasting and everything, and it's being pinned on the Imperials for what happened at the palace as you guys are running away.
As I'm running past these individuals, I'll quickly shout out, Teemo is still alive. So hopefully no one goes in there. Teemo's still alive. We're good. Try to keep people from going inside the
So you're
thing.
just-
I
you're
keep
just
saying that over and
shouting,
over
saying,
again.
is it?
Yeah,
I wanna-
yeah. Teemo is still alive. We have no.
Teemo's alive. Teemo lives.
Teemo lives.
one person shouts, "How do you know? Were you there? Have you seen
Yes.
him?
Yes.
What happened?"
I can't stay and talk.
Wait, where are you going? They're shouting at you as you're running. What?
We're
What
on
did
a
he say?
mission.
I've got to know more. What did he say? I don't know what he said. And all these weird like languages start happening in the streets as people are starting.
I'll pause for just
It's
a
like the
moment.
ultimate
Good
cliffhanger.
people, good people of Moshuta. The Empire has decided to attack the noble Teemo. However, he fought them off, and they have left in shame. Rejoice that Teemo will protect you.
One of them shouts out,
And-
"You're dressed like
Huzzah!
you're wearing a stormtrooper uniform. Did you attack the palace?"
Certainly not. I aided the noble Teemo by pretending to be one of these stormtroopers.
Make a deception
Me and my
check on the
compatriots had
crowd.
to fight them off.
Make a deception check on the crowd.
Oh my
No,
god.
none of this is a deception. We did dress up as stormtroopers and we did fight off the stormtroopers.
But you weren't defending Teemo, which is what you
Teemo's dead.
You were murdering.
Look, two truths and a lie. I don't
Two truths and a lie.
All right, so it's a deception check, you said?
Yeah, it's against just the crowd, so it's 1 purple die.
Okay, let's see if I can convince these rubes.
And I imagine you guys are
Can
still
you guys have a
moving during
boost?
all this.
Yep.
Can you
I'm
have
with
a
him.
boost because I was saying stuff too.
I will give him a boost for your help, Tizo, as you guys are just marching
Thank
through the
you.
busy streets that are frantic and
Yep.
chaotic. And
Thanks, Derek.
okay. Basically, they turn away, like just looking towards the palaces. There's like smoke rising from where these guns of these ships have been blasting at the doorways and stuff. So they just turn around, and by the time they turn back around, you guys are gone. Yeah. So the deception
Bye.
was long enough of a distraction for them to kind of just glancing back and forth around for you guys to just scoot on by. And you guys get back to your other landing bay. I'm gonna guys take you back to that map, so you guys hopefully will be able to see back where you were.
I'm gonna look for that woman that I told to hide here.
Yeah,
Oh, the Twi'lek woman.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. She is here.
the receptionist or
Do you
whatever.
remember where
Receptionist.
did you tell her to go to your
I
ship?
told her to go
We just
hide
had to go to the
underneath
ship.
the ship. Yeah,
Okay.
because I told her the loading, like find the ship at bay whatever, and hide there.
Okay. Let me grab her token and I'll pull it over as well, because she would have as long as she
Baybish.
let me grab her and Urdu, and I will move them over as well. Tokens. Okay. Come on.
Oh,
Urdu.
Auric, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Where is Urdu? There he is. Found you, Urdu. Grab these two. I will copy and paste them over to the other map, so we can have them well, so I just keep track of who's all together. And we'll paste these two there. There they are. Yeah, and she is actually waiting beside your vessel as you guys approach the Phoenix in your docking bay.
In we go.
All right.
Oh, yes, time to go. Yes, please.
Time to go.
Well, we could just fly over to. We can fly over to Teemo's palace now because the Imperials left to transfer the eggs.
If we can do it quickly, I don't see
Yeah,
the problem.
Can I just gauge the skies before I allow Tizo to do this?
They flew off. What do you mean?
I
They could be flying off to get more to fly back.
yeah.
Well,
I
it's gonna take some time. We got plenty. We've got
Look.
time.
I still want to look. Let me look. I'm gonna get into the cockpit and use my scanners to look to see how far away they are.
In any case, let's prepare for takeoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Running a scanning read out on the Phoenix as you guys charge it up. You're not getting any pings or anything from any vessels currently.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So I will give Tizo this since he didn't, but I have my gun back, so I'm not petty anymore. So I will take us over to the docking bay so he can get his eggs.
Okay. So you guys quickly get into the Phoenix, begin to take off and head into that direction. And you can see that below you, I mean, the city streets are still kind of in this strange moment of trying to comprehend exactly what it is that took place. And
Valid.
people are just passing along all these rumors in the streets. It seems some of the people that are hiding are starting to come out of the streets now that the gunfire has ceased, and it's just smoke rising from Teemo's palace on the side of the city. You guys quickly shoot over to the landing bay, and land on the landing platform there. You can see that the doorway there has been. You can see where it's blackened with gunfire. There's still a little bit of like little spots of just burning flames in some areas where the fire is still kind of burning the sides on the building, and just smoke is just pouring up from the damage.
Urdu, can I get your help, please? And I will take Urdu off the ship as long as he agrees.
He seems to agree.
I'm putting my
Yeska
armor
is going
back on.
to take off the armor, put his coat back on, and see if our new Twi'lek friend is okay, if she's all right, if she has any other information about the palace that she would share with us.
Also, at this point, I will say within you guys getting, I know this is kind of a fast moment, but if you guys wanted to use this breather, take a breather, you can make a simple discipline or cool check. You try to heal some of your wounds, or excuse me, your strain.
Rain.
Mm-hmm. This will be for strain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, look at that, Dren.
So cool.
Raven, nice. Everybody got at least one on there. Yes,
Nice.
good. Very good.
It's good to be back in the Phoenix.
Feels like home.
Good to get out of the stormtrooper armor.
Yeah. Cad quickly removes that and starts strapping back on his Mandalorian gear. And as you guys are flying over, Yeska, what in particular are you asking this young lady who introduces herself to you as Kameen?
Kameen.
Mm-hmm.
Kameen, we are more than happy to take you someplace safe, anywhere you would like to go, but is there any other information about Teemo's palace of finances or riches? Something that we might relieve him of.
I do know that there was a stash of just spending money in the throne room.
Where would that be?
Under his throne?
Oh, yeah, we've already found that.
Oh, you have?
Are there any other maybe slaves or captives that we might free?
And, I hope they all got out during all the commotion, that's for sure. If they did, as long as some other terrible person doesn't step up into Teemo's place, sure, as long as they stick to the alleyways or even find a way off this rock, they'll be fine.
I'm going to be honest with you. Power hates a vacuum. And so I am quite certain that someone else will try to take Teemo's place. Hopefully they're not as bad. But in any case, you are out of this now. We will take you someplace safe where you want to be and help you set up a new life. But you don't have to worry about this place or Teemo anymore.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you all. To be honest, though, I've been here for a very long time, and I don't know where I would want to go.
Well, you may stay with us until you find the place.
Ryloth has great weather.
Yes, we could take you home to Ryloth. You could stay with some Mandalorian friends we have. If you like, we have a very nice temple where one might find peace and serenity. The whole galaxy is before us.
There's also one other option. I'm not sure if she wants to, but we could fill that vacuum with her.
Yes. If you feel comfortable to be crime boss, you could stay here and you could
Change
operate
things from the inside.
Yes.
I've seen what Teemo
I'm
did.
sure.
I've seen all the back end information of what he did. I want to break the cycle.
Of course.
I want nothing to do with this place. You mentioned Ryloth. For some reason that I feel like I know that place, but I don't know why.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Ryloth is the home planet of your people.
That's racist.
Is it though?
It's not. It's not racist.
That's where their DNA originates.
That's it. She kind of looks at Dran and looks away. It's like, and what planet?
I'm from
you
Mon Calamari.
That's
So racist.
Not all of us are. Some of us are born on other planets.
Okay.
Oh, your family is from Scandinavia? Oh, perhaps you're from Norway. No, that's super racist. I'm from Sweden. It's not racist.
Ryloth sounds great. Anywhere but here. I want to get far away from here.
I'd say that's valid.
Let's wait a few moments for our friends to load up some mysterious eggs, and we'll be on our way.
About that time, you guys see coming out of the smoke-filled doorway, Tizo with Urdu, both carrying these massive mechanical compartments that seem to have some areas of glass where you can peek into them. It looks like they're dragging some kind of electrical plug-in wires behind them, and lights seem to be like flashing yellow and red on the containment areas.
Put into the lighter jack of the car.
That's it.
Yeah, let's get the cigarette lighter ready.
You gotta pull that out so we can plug it in.
Although, if I'm not mistaken, I imagine that Tiso would be mind floating his. I don't think he'd carry him.
Well, what do you think?
I don't think I'm strong enough to carry him.
They're pretty
Urdu's
heavy. Urdu probably can carry one. Or
Yeah.
He's probably like he's got one over each shoulder and he's like just like running behind you. Yeah, Tizo's leading the way out of there.
I told you we could have used the floating cart thing, but you wanted to carry him. So that's your fault.
He looks over, sees the cart over there just sitting there and
Oh.
and just keeps running.
Yeah.
He just does one
Yes,
big
you're
laugh.
very strong. You're very strong.
And
I still don't know if that's what you're saying, but I'm just assuming.
continues to run behind you. They run up the ramp onto the Phoenix, the boarding ramp, and are now back on the
I go
vessel.
plug them in somewhere.
Okay, you take
Into
him.
I don't know where I'm
cigarette
plugging
lighter.
them in, but I'm plugging them in
Yeah,
somewhere.
we unplug the hollow
We unplug-
chest and
I'll tell
Oh.
Kat to get into one of the gunnery seats.
All right,
so the
refrigerator's
boys-
out, guys.
All right, sure. Let's do this. And you guys,
Alright.
Cad rushes off, gets into one of the gunnery seats just in case. And you guys close the boarding ramp. And you feel the surge, those of you that are sitting in seats, you feel the surge of the G-forces pushing against you as you take
Let's
off.
go.
Where are you headed?
I am actually headed for Vera's last known location because we want some Mando backup for this.
I think that was Ryloth, is where you guys last left them.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's where I'm going.
It's been a while
let's head to
since...
Ryloth and get in contact with her and share some of the information about where her dad is.
It's been a while since you guys have gone there. So
Yes,
I can't
How
remember
far?
exactly how
Hey,
far it was.
Teemo, and we know where your dad is.
Where are we right now?
Tatooine, you guys are right down here. Tatooine was right here.
Okay.
Ryloth was close. I don't think it was
Hold on, let me just look up Ryloth.
Ryloth is
Yeah,
yonder,
I
right?
thought it was like 4 or 5 days, maybe.
Yeah.
Was the
That's what I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah.
was the jump there? I think all these places were kind of within like 7 days of each other.
I had us spending 7 days getting from Ryloth to Tatooine. I don't know if that's...
that 7 days.
That
Sounds right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we'll go with that. So you guys do enter hyperspace. So I'm going to put our map, our viewers at home, into hyperspace mode, as you guys are into hyperspace, headed towards Ryloth. Now, there is 7 days of travel time here. So how basically we can go around the table and you guys can kind of describe how you want to spend it. If you guys want to do things like healing, you guys, this will start a new week of critical injury healing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I think we
Snap
all
on the
have
rubber
that.
gloves.
Yeah. I'll just heal my wounds over the week because it's 1 per day anyway.
yeah, it is 1 per day of long rest. Yeah, so you will
I
get
do have a
wound.
very minor critical injury, and I'll ask doctor to help with that, drown with that.
Of course.
Okay.
It is literally a minor nick, 1 purple.
Okay, I'll first up, I'm going to go ahead and do some surgery here. Okay.
Nice!
Okay.
Successfully healed that
Finally
critical
getting good at
injury.
this.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
I made so many mistakes on you guys. I'm actually kind of learning how this
You're
works.
learning.
Yeah.
yeah. These easier ones are
Sorry
starting
about
to be
that, by
a
the way.
walk in the park, Dran. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have one for 2 purple.
2 purple. All right, Tizo, hold still. This might hurt.
Jessica, do you have any?
Hey, Sandbagger3,
Nope.
thank you for the subscription for 3 months in a row. We appreciate that. Thank you. Oh,
Sandbagger.
Oh.
Triumph
Wow.
means an
Very
additional. You can
nice.
heal 2 crits if he
Il
has 2 crits.
Doctore.
And you healed both of them then.
Both
Thank you.
criticals
Oh,
are
really?
healed with that Triumph
Jeez.
rolled on there. Yes.
I think Cat
Does that
also
heal
has
wounds? Does that heal any wounds or anything, or is it just?
I think if I choose to do a
It's-
crit, I don't know that it heals any
it
wounds.
doesn't
Okay.
heal wounds because he chose to do the critical injury. So, but you get to remove.
But we could do some force
2.
healing during meditation sessions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you could do. You have 7 days. So
7 days. So Cat will-
and also you would automatically you're automatically going to get 7 wounds healed because of rest during
because
the
of rest. Yeah.
during this trip.
Cat has a critical of 2 purple.
Cad has a
All right,
critical as
Cad.
well. wait. You sure that's going to work? Wait, easy, please.
Don't
Just
worry, I've
lie
done this
back
at
and
least 2 or
relax.
3 times.
He's kind of making me nervous.
I only had 1 drink.
Oh, look at that!
Can I spend the
Oh.
advantage to make it hurt a little? Like,
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Ow! Wait, what are you doing?
Put that
hold
English
still,
on
hold
it. Yeah.
still.
I'm still.
Don't move.
I thought Mandos were supposed to be tough. This guy's a big baby.
Oh, that's funny.
I am wounded. Wondering if anybody could help me. Like blood squirting out. Like
How many criticals do you have?
my crit is a critical
1, I
injuries?
believe, right?
Mine's a 3 purple.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Who
got
has-
some blood on the table. Sorry.
Who has good medicine? I have 2 green.
I have 2 also.
Could I
Hold
operate on
up,
myself?
let
Is
me
what we're
see.
saying.
I've
Does
got 3
Cat
green.
Okay, you have 3 green. Does Cat or this receptionist have any medicine?
Amina?
Let me check hers. If you guys want to check, Cad.
I'm checking Cat.
Amin? Sorry.
I could do myself. It's just harder, right? It increases
Yeah.
the difficulty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me take a crack at it.
Okay.
The Twi'lek does not have any knowledge in this. And it would
Neither
only
does
be-
Cat.
And it would only be like a base 2 green for her.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So it's 3 purple. And I'm going to use a light side point
Ooh,
for
there
an
you go.
upgrade.
Nice. Go
And
for
can
it.
I help him? Can I like as he's
Guy-
going like,
guy,
tell him,
like,
no,
tell
no,
him-
to the right,
yes,
a little
yes,
bit. Yeah.
add a boost. You got it.
No, use that tool.
You may
Oh, not-
experience some discomfort.
No, not the lightsaber. Not the lightsaber.
Cad like
Oh,
Cad
sorry.
like
Sit down.
Cad like leans close to you. This might hurt a bit. And you do succeed.
All right,
Wow.
I do it.
And getting
Y-
rid
Yeska,
of
you-
that. Cad
Nice.
Cad looks at you,
I'm-
Yeska, and is like, "Hey, did you make it hurt?"
I honestly was not sure exactly what I was doing.
It hurt. It hurt.
Could have gone either way. We could have
Oh, jeez.
needed amputation. I'm very good at amputation.
Oh no. So that critical injury turns real. We lost a limb.
Cad just looks at you. Okay, next time I don't think we can save it. Just lop it off. You can't see it, but you're sure Cad's grinning underneath his Mandalorian helmet there, Dran.
And I'm very clearly, messing around and grinning as well.
Yeska was impressive.
Yeah,
A man of many skills. A Renaissance man.
Renaissance man. I like that.
It was an event back on my planet hundreds of years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn. Long California had a renaissance too? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm sure you give anyone long enough that they'll have a renaissance, a rebirth.
These fanciful marble sculptures carved to look like Montgomery.
Yeah, they used to
Yep.
use coral.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Fantastic. I love it. Okay, so
I'm also going to spend this time to kind of get to know Kameen and just. I'm not by any means an expert. Yeska is, but I'm gonna just spend some time and just do some kind of debriefing with her and make sure she's okay. And she wants to learn. She obviously doesn't remember much about her people. Maybe she was taken from them at an early age or was born in captivity. But maybe we can take some time and we can learn a little bit about Twi'leks and learn a little bit about Ryloth together.
okay. Really, when it comes to Ryloth, she doesn't remember a whole lot, as you guys are just within 7 days of just having a little bit of small talk with her and just asking her questions. We don't have to role play it all out, so to speak, but you do find out that she does remember being with Teemo since she was young, and basically growing up in that environment and being forced groomed into what she became, is basically handling all Teemo's scheduling business, basically all your secretary staff. She was the primary person who was responsible for all that. He treated her like garbage. She was constantly living in fear of making a mistake because she saw what happened to others when they made mistakes. But the fact that she was kind of groomed up there and have stayed that long, she feels like that's why he kept her around. Maybe perhaps he had some kind of comfort in having her there. But she tells you, yeah, he was in all kinds of business about illegally taking different the whole business about the eggs that you guys had gotten on, basically taking animals out or beasts out of their natural habitats and trying to experiment with them, trying to clone and reproduce them in other ways, using all those DNA samples that were in.
These eggs aren't ready to hatch, are they?
She tells you that as long as they're basically kept in that containment area for now, it will hold them steady for some time.
So we don't want one of these things to hatch
Wait,
in
if we took them,
mid-flight.
if we took them out, would they hatch? Is this like a stasis thing, or is this?
Teemo?
I thought
No.
She says.
Teemo.
She
I am
says,
not Teemo.
Oh, sorry, Tizo. For a moment, it was almost as if I saw his face over yours.
Saying
Sorry.
I
That was a.
look like a hut.
I'm blind.
Oh, right.
Valid.
Let's not say anything about that.
Okay.
Got you there.
Yeska, take a boost.
I'm blind, so
What?
That was so good. It was without
Like,
hesitation.
so quick.
So quick.
I thought this was an incubator. So is this a stasis unit
It's-
instead?
It works. It slows the process. But if you take it out, it'll do one of two things. It could increase the time, or it could kill it. We don't. I mean, we don't know too much about it. We do know that some of the efforts to place these creatures in other environments have failed.
Is this a normal crate dragon, or is this one that's been experimented on?
This is actually taken from Tatooine, the local to Moshuta, so it hasn't been tested on. Not to my knowledge, anyway. I mean, I just kept the books.
I will go after having this conversation. I will go over to the egg containers, and I am going to go up to both of them, and I am going to just put my hand and concentrate on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to I want to see if they're alive. Like if I'm assuming they are, but I just want to make sure that they're alive. They're not,
Dying.
yeah, in this container.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a thing called force connection, which is
What?
I can perform a survival or knowledge genealogy check, which I'm hoping this would be a genealogy check because it's a creature.
Mhm.
I can roll force, and I can add the different types of force to add success or advantage.
Sure. Go for it.
So that's what I'm
You're gonna try to imprint on this thing.
Well, I can do that also, but that's not what I'm doing.
Mama.
I basically just want to try and connect with the thing that's inside
baby.
the thing. So what difficulty would you say this is, Michael?
Oh gosh. It's an egg.
It's an egg.
Mm,
It's an egg.
it's an egg.
Yep.
Let's go with 3 purple.
You have to sit on it.
Very purple.
sit on
What does your butt tell you?
Yeah.
sit on it for days and days and days.
Okay,
Oh
so
boy, that didn't work out in your favor at all.
Boy,
did
oh
it?
boy,
no,
oh boy,
no,
oh boy,
no,
oh
it's
boy,
it's
boy,
fine.
boy.
It's fine. I will use 2 light side points to get rid of the failure and add a success.
Okay.
And then I will use 2 more light side points to get rid of 2 of the strength or 2 of the threat, so there's only
Okay.
1 threat left.
Okay. Yeah, it will cost you one point of strain to do this as you're focusing in
Yep.
on it. And you feel like the force energy surround you and make that you guys can all feel that kind of rumble of the force as Tizo reaches out, puts his hand on the glass of this containment unit, and you have a feeling like whatever's in this egg is alive. It is what Kameen has said. It is incubating, but at a slower rate than it would normally incubate in the wild if it was in its perfect environment. But you're not sure, taking it away from its environment, if it was out of this unit, if it would survive or not. You're just unsure. Your hunch is it probably wouldn't last very long, just out in the open in space. Tatooine is a pretty warm planet, obviously, too, so warm during the day, very hot during the day, very cold at night. So it's got these very sporadic. But yeah, it's a lot.
I'm gonna practice some sparring and kata with my Beskar spear and up my melee.
Okay, is there a roll that you have to make for that?
No, I'm just spending experience to up my melee.
Oh, perfect. You got it. Yeah, he's using his time to practice.
I'll spar with you.
Cool.
All right. Yeska jumps in and starts sparring a little bit.
While they're doing that, I'm probably tracking down Tizo to help do some meditation and force healing to try to catch him up because I know he got beat up pretty bad.
Yeah, 4 wounds left.
So
Okay, do some force.
if I were to try to heal with the force here, well, it's all dark side, so I have to do conflict.
Oh, you're shocking me, Dre. What are you doing?
Oh, wrong one.
He accidentally uses
Hey,
unleash
through
on you.
So yeah, I could heal him for 10, but I do have to take conflict and strain.
So you're
We lost.
I see.
Yeah.
No, we lost you.
Eh.
It's almost as if it went to her different cam and has the mic from that
Yeah.
camera on or something like that. That was weird.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You're
Oh,
back.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So how
Alright,
many of
so
those
are
dark
you
side
healing
points are you using?
I think I have to spend 2 of them, so it'd be 2 conflict
2 conflict, 2 strain,
to heal
And-
10 wounds.
and you have to flip one of those destiny points, by the way, to do that as well.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yep.
right. Oh no.
Oh, wow, I got a lot going on here. Look at this. Unfortunately, we only
Michael.
got a couple minutes left in tonight's episode.
Yeah.
So you guys focusing in on the force, you're able to heal the remaining wounds from Tizo. You get flashes of all those stormtroopers during the process, Dren, as you can just see their armor almost flashing red as the ignition from the firing of their blasters seems to just like make their armor just glow red in the process of this healing. You can also see the Imperial shuttles getting away.
I could have shot him. Could have thrown that football over that mountain.
Yeska and Raven, you guys are having a little sparring session. I'm going to allow you to take a few minutes to roleplay it.
Oh boy.
Because I think that's cool.
What
So
are you
I'm
using it against me? Because I'm using my Beskar spear. I'm trying to upgrade my. So you could bring up lightsaber. We want to be scary.
well. I feel like you're experienced enough to experience some sparring with the lightsaber.
Sure.
However, we'll begin with something that has helped me a lot, in
What's that?
which you shall be blindfolded.
Oh, damn it.
Cad over in the corner is like, oh yes, I love this. And he sits back, kicks up his feet.
Makes a mental note as she blindfolds herself where Cad in the room is.
Yes.
So when I'm going to accidentally back up and.
So it's not.
Okay,
It's not. It's going to be a little bit of sparring. It's going to be more of me helping Raven, just being situationally aware. That's something that I've been really working on developing these past, I guess, couple of weeks to a couple of months that I've been blind. Of just knowing where to strike instead of like seeing and evaluating and judging where to strike, if just like striking out with confidence, just knowing through the Force where things are.
Okay.
Okay. On top
And so
of
I'll
melee, what type of skill would you think this would be in your opinion, Yeska? Outside of melee. Like what would it be, a coordination, perception? Like what are you thinking that you're trying to focus her on? Because I will
I'm
use my
thinking that this
experience to upgrade one.
That sounds good. I like that.
Narratively.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that this is going to be something more
Discipline?
in discipline.
I will take that. That's 5, 10. It's a clear skill, so I can do it for 10 points.
So this is you just learning and like making this spear an extension of yourself.
All right.
And then whenever I feel you're ready, we take off the blindfold and we start kind of going through some forms together,
Katas.
working on a kata. There's also something from kind of more European fencing, which is a little bit more of Yeska's thing, is something called the triangle, whereas just you and I will maintain contact points. It's like wherever I'm going to go, you're going to move the spear in contact with it, creating that kind of angle.
And right, like the hard point angle.
Right.
Gotcha.
So you're going to be learning how to use that to block and maneuver, because you're going to have a whole different thing because it's a pole arm.
Yeah,
So
I'm used to guns, not whatever this is.
Learning how to use that pole arm to enact leverage against your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Learning how to use its more extreme length, because you can hold you can lunge once holding it closer to the edge,
Mm-hmm.
or not the edge, the end of the spear,
Mm-hmm.
and have a much greater advantage in reach. So you would be able to maneuver and just reach out and stab somebody before they even had a chance.
Cool.
So there's several things that Yeska is kind of wanting to work with you on this, about situational awareness, about manipulation, leverage, and advantage in weapon length. And so just you're gonna have several good sparring and workout sessions together.
I'd say at least 1 to 2 times a day she would come to you for some sparring.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Cad seems to be enjoying it, although it turns out to
can
be,
I make
turns out to
a
be
check?
much more boring than he anticipated.
Can I make a check, Michael? To
They just
I'm
keep on
sparring-
repeating the same patterns over and over again.
while we're patterning out, can I try and pretend to stumble back and hit him in the solar plexus with the butt of my spear
Sure.
for that comment?
What is a we'll call this, see, in D&D I would either call this performance or sleight of hand. So
Right.
So in Star Wars, what skill would that be?
Oh, I don't know.
It might end up being a coordination check.
Coordination?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah, maybe coordination.
that sounds legit, like what we could use
Sure.
that skill for here. Yeah.
What two purple? What's this?
So you're not looking, correct?
I'm
You're
not
going-
looking.
So you're just gonna sense it. So I would say
I'm
that.
trying to remember where he was in the room
Uh-huh.
and
So-
using my discipline that Yeska's trying to teach me to
Okay.
find him
Here's what I
without
say.
looking at him.
Since it's like an engaged attack, I'm gonna say it's 2 purple dice, but I'm gonna upgrade it once
Okay.
to add the despair die in there, just in case.
Sure.
Can she have that boost that I use that I got earlier? Can I just give that to her? I know it's kind of
Yeah,
off.
you're kind of
for the
helping in
rules,
the
but-
situation as you're sparring and guiding her through. I would allow it. Yeah.
All right. Let's see how this goes.
Now, Cad is wearing his Mandalorian armor now.
Oh, he is.
So
Yeah.
you
That's
do
fair.
have an additional, I believe that's 1 black setback.
Step
Or
back.
No, I think it's 2.
I just really want her to jab him in the solar plexus or ring his bell. Just
Okay. Sure. I think it's 2.
Alright.
I think it's 2 setback, because don't you get
Alright.
2 setback for your armor? What?
I
think
have
it's
2 defense on
2
both.
defense. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'd be 2 defense for him as well.
All right, let's see how this goes.
So go and describe
I'm not trying
this.
to
Yeah.
hurt him. I'm
You
not
just
trying
wanna-
to wound him.
Okay.
I just want to wound his pride.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing? Are you hitting him with the back end?
Yeah, the back end. So I'm gonna like stumble as Yeska's coming toward me. So I'm gonna back us up in his direction, and I want it to be like in quick succession, so he doesn't have time to like dodge out of the way, and I'm just gonna fall back, so to speak, right into his diaphragm, and be like, "Oops, sorry, I didn't see you there."
You hear "Ugh!" and a splash. And he stands there for a moment, his hands on his stomach, and he's looking at this cup that he's holding.
Uh-oh.
And he looks back at you, and you can see there's stuff dripping all over his helmet. And he looks at you, and you spilt my soy tea.
Kombucha.
And then he just walks away from you and exits the room, dripping.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, whatever.
Ray was just giggling.
You hear,
Back to
it was
work."
boring anyway.
Uh-huh.
He keeps walking.
And then there's like kind of like end of episode anime laugh moment where Yeska and Raven go, ah!
And it's
You're
at
right.
that moment, Tizo, you walk in to a main chamber area where you see Urdu with some kind of lantern like working over this table. It's the workbench aboard the Phoenix. And he kind of looks up at you and goes, and he pulls up what looks to be a heavily modded Wookie bowcaster. That was one of those items that was in Teemo's storage bin that you guys stole out of there. And at that point, the camera flashes out. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Star Wars Forces.